So what's left now for Lee? You've achieved a lot. You've set up your foundation. You've been
well.
Mr.
I gotta
Olympia.
see what God got in store for me, man. You know, I'm looking forward to with my new book, Fitting in Age. I'm excited about that. Shirley and I are touring together with this book because she's a very important part of the book. I talk about, with age management, fitness, why should I stay healthy? And she is my why in the book. She is my why. I got to be here to take care of her, take care of my kids, my grandkids, so we talk about that and we have fun, as a couple, husband and wife, and people get to see that. That's a very important thing that the world needs to see more of, because marriages are falling apart. People don't understand the importance of a covenant. We get up there, we laugh, we do some exercise and demonstration. We give people some life skill tips and those kinds of things. We're not perfect, but in our 36 years of being married, we've never cursed, did anything crazy like that, or thrown fits or broken things. We don't do that because that's not of God. We feel that we honor God in our marriage, honor God in what we say and what we do, continue to work on ourselves, and always do self-examinations. That's very important.
What is that?
Self-examination. Self-examine yourself. Because if you do that, you wouldn't set yourself up to be saying, I'm sorry a lot. Whenever a person's always saying, baby, I'm sorry I said that, I'm sorry I did this, when they continue to repeat that, they got an issue going on inwardly that they need to find. It maybe not be the other person, it may not be them, it's you yourself. What can I do better? What can I say better? What is my train of thought? You pray about those kinds of things, and I believe that God will guide your thoughts and your heart and keep you in the right place.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? NPC The Game live from Taiwan. Good to be here today on this beautiful Tuesday morning, August 6, 2025. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Wicked? Yo, that was awesome. That was, little memory lane. Yeah, good to have you, Wicked. Shout out to Depeche Mode. That is a great song. What's going on, Shadow Buddha in the building? My brother. Yeah, man. Lee Haney, that Lee Haney inspiration in the beginning. That's solid info. Keeping it simple, man. The man has done everything someone in his field, in the bodybuilding field, could achieve and more. 8-time Mr. Olympian. And now he's going to enjoy he always has enjoyed his wife and family. That's what's really important for a lot of us. Shout out to Markella. My prayers are with you and your family. I'm sorry for your loss. Markella, your sister. Yeah, good to have you. Thanks for coming by, Markella. Appreciate you. What's going on, Wheels? What's going on over there in the Midwest? Is one of the best, right? So today's episode is entitled Crash Out Exercise, Fitness as Realization. Because in the end, when you strip away all the games between people's relationships with each other, even with themselves, it only makes sense that you're there to deal with your body and how you are driving it through this thing we call 3D reality, right? Fitness is real, man. Fitness is real. Your body is real, especially when you've been sitting around most of the time, not moving around. Once you get up and do something, you start seeing how it's very important. Because there's always times when you can just crash out. Crash out means like when you don't give a fuck what's going to happen, the consequences. You're not using your foreshadowing ability as a human to realize that your words and your actions and your thoughts have consequences, and that you'll regret later on. And I don't know if you guys have been following the saga that happened like 2 nights ago. Rampage Jackson, the MMA fighter, him and his son have their own shows on Kick, on the streaming platform. They're in real life streaming. And recently, Rampage's 19-year-old son, Raj Jackson, who's an MMA fighter as well, went to go support his friend at a, kind of like a offshoot, lesser WWE wrestling league, right? And he got into some big trouble, not only for him but other people around him, for not thinking about the whole situation. So let me get you. Let me see what you guys have to say about this. It was pretty wild. GTG, that's right. I said NPC the game, huh? Gabriel's Trap House Gains. You're right. In Buddhism, in order to achieve nirvana and strength in the mind, the Buddha preaching training the body as much too. Right. Because your mind has to have a vehicle it can ride out, and that's your body. And let me show you guys this. Raj has been training his body. Earlier in the week, he had gotten a concussion. He was training. He was sparring with his sparring partner, and his sparring partner saw the camera filming him, and he tried to be like fancy, be cute for the camera. He did this tornado kick, roundhouse kick, and he kicked Raj right in the temples and caused him to get a concussion. And as some of us know, that when you get a concussion, literally your brain has basically been undergone trauma inside the skull. It's been it's literally been crashed around, a real crash out, which can cause you to throw up, lose consciousness, and be confused. And it lasts more than a day sometimes. And Raj probably should have chilled out and not done any physical activity. However, he went to go support his friend, and this happened. Right? Like and subscribe, guys. Also, too, donations are always welcome. Donations are always welcome.
Donations.
You hear it?
Donations. Donations. Gifts. More gifts.
More gifts and memberships. Yeah. So let's check out this epic crash out that had real world consequences from last night. All right. Watch what you do, guys, because there's consequences to your actions. All right. So this is what will give you a synopsis of what happened.
Raja Obama.
This is Raja Jackson, son of legendary fighter Quentin Rampage Jackson. And if you haven't seen the video yet, he got into some pretty bad shit last night. So to give some backstory to this whole thing, Raja was invited by his friend AJ Mana, someone who's wrestling on the card that night for Knox Wrestling.
So I think it's like his strength trainer, maybe. This guy with the cowboy hat. And he said, "Hey, come by." And then Raja's going to support him. And it's good content for his in real life stream.
Raja even states later that he does not care about wrestling, that he's only here to support his friend AJ.
Yeah, AJ's Mana's on the fight card. That's the only reason why I'm here.
AJ takes Raja to the back to meet the wrestlers that he's familiar with, the ones that he actually knows.
As Presidente, I fucking hate you. I hate this dude. Worst.
And that's when
He's like, just shooting this shit with the guys backstage at the wrestling. This is backstage, man. No, there's no bits going on. Nothing. Just chilling. It's like if you're on your lunch break, right? Just chilling in the back. And however, one different thing is Raj has his cameraman filming everything for the kick stream.
Psycho Stu decides to come up behind Raja, stick his belly out, hands at the hips to get some camera time.
It's a power
Raja,
move right there.
unfazed, not caring, just decides to keep talking to the dudes until Psycho Stu decides to take matters into his own hands.
Where's the real McKill at? Where's he at?
You don't need to worry about him. You need to be worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho.
This guy, Psycho Stu, sounds like he's drunk already. And judging by that big pop belly, you know, he has a history of drinking.
Oh, Stu.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
And remember, Raj is not a not a wrestler. He's an MMA fighter.
Hey, I think that's a little.
Now that right there was not planned. Look at that. Look at Raj. He don't think that's funny. He does not think that's funny.
Oh, you don't show it?
This is where things start to go south. Unfortunately, the dude was probably pretty drunk already, didn't know what was going on, and saw the camera and Raja and thought that this was some sort of skit or that Raja was another pro wrestler recording something for the promotion. The worst part about it being that this guy took one of these prop cans to Raja's head.
Hey, salute to Vengeful Truther in the building. NPC Buddha. What up, the Vengeful Truther? I think you probably have heard about this happening. What this happened, this craziness that happened. Yeah.
Not knowing that Raja was already recovering from a concussion that he got in light sparring from a spinning.
Pixel T, Yolanda, good to have you, my friend. Heck yeah. Pixel T in the building. So yeah, this is a couple days after that. Before this event with the beer can, he got a concussion sparring.
Not knowing that Raja was already recovering from a concussion that he got in light sparring.
Look at these days. Look at him.
From a spinning kick just a couple days ago.
No, I didn't go with my pops. How does my head feel? I'm still fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie. It's part of the reason why I didn't stream earlier. I was supposed to stream going to fucking paintballing with AJ, but my head was fucked up. I was throwing up and shit.
Concussion will do that, and repeated concussions too. I know football players have experienced this, where it can literally cause you to be quick to go into psychotic rage, right? Repeated concussions.
That is, yeah. I'm fucked up right now, guys. That's all good.
Peace to the mods.
Yeah, I know I need a fucking rest, but yeah, so I'm gonna take a break from it for a while, but
you should be at resting right now. But no, what do we always do? We always think we need to do more and more and more. It's good to push it, but if you're injured, especially with your brain, maybe you should sit it down for a minute.
You know, my coach, my lifting coach and shit, one of my teammates, Andre, who was on the stream the last time, is having a pro wrestling show, and I told him I will come and support, and then I wanted to bring you guys with me. You know what I'm saying? Get an MRI. I'm gonna go definitely get checked out on Monday though.
Monday, huh? Sometimes, my friends, it's best just to get it checked out as quickly as possible. Right? I know a lot of people nowadays, they don't trust the Western medicine, which is true. But in terms of diagnostic checks, like an MRI, if you're dealing with your brain injury, definitely that's a good thing to go check out. I would recommend, even though I'm not a doctor and all that. But Wheel says, look at the story of Chris Benoit for sure. Absolutely. Good knowledge. Chris Benoit, the wrestler who went postal. From concussions.
My head still feels like funny. I'm not even gonna cap.
You can then hear Stu ask Raja if he's going to sell it when he has to get reminded by his fellow wrestlers that he is not one of them and is not.
So Stu, the guy that hit him with the beer can, said, "Are you going to sell it?" But these guys are like, "He doesn't work with us, fool."
One of the workers.
He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it?
Dude, he's not a fucking
Bro.
worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
No, I will fuck
No,
him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know
No,
you will.
no.
We're good. We're good.
I will
Sorry
fuck
about
him
that.
up,
I
bro.
know you will.
I don't play that shit.
So I'm telling you guys, bro, like people be saying crazy shit and they think that to them it's not a big deal how they take it. However, you don't know what the person's, all the experiences that led them up to the moment you're speaking to them right now, good or bad, especially bad. So something that you may not think is a big trigger for you could be the ultimate trigger for somebody else, man. Or not even the past trauma, recent trauma. Literally, Raj has had a head trauma and people talking shit to him. Like his dad probably Rampage, the champion, always talking shit to him. Like, be stronger, man. And us as men and fathers, we need to watch how we speak to our children, even if we're trying to toughen them up. They may be trying to prove something to us, their toughness, and crash out. You don't got to do it like that, little man.
After telling Roger that he didn't know who he was, Stu then gets reprimanded by AJ. AJ gets pretty upset and lets him know that he's just a worker and that he needs to not be on all the time.
I'm good. Apologize for that.
Look, AJ's mad with the Raj's friend with the cowboy hat. He's pissed at him right now for Stu hitting the AJ.
Can you fix that?
Yeah, he's pissed. He's pissed.
Tracy. So what do you go?
You notice that the Samoan Tongan man is holding Raj back because he knows Raj has not let it go yet.
Good, dude.
Nah, fuck that, dude.
No, so stu poquito. Cámara el pie.
Then the Samoan
I don't know.
What's up, Orca? Your own personal Jesus. Yeah. Love that song. You saw him twice? Wow. Third time's a charm, man. Well, if they ever come out to Taiwan, I'm there.
That Stu does this all the time and constantly mistakes stuff for being a part of the storyline.
Sorry about that, dude.
They said that Stu does this shit all the time, constantly thinking that other shit is part of the storyline. Look at him smirking like a little kid. Stu, he don't know better. He made a mistake.
He always think that we're working over here like it's part of the fucking storyline.
What kind of homo stuff shit?
Rampage. And so
Hit the like.
No, bro.
Hit the like, subscribe. Look, he wants to shake his hand. He's like, nah, bruh. We beyond that. You just smashed a beer can on the side of my head unexpectedly out of nowhere.
Hey, Stu, this is
After getting rejected twice, Stu realizes that Roger was having no parts of his apology until somebody suggests that Roger can interrupt his match and give him his receipt then Roger accepts the
I
apology.
appreciate it.
I didn't know.
Okay, so somebody said like, hey, Raja, you can get back at him. Yeah, thanks for the copyright for sure. Hey, Raja, you can get back at him with the your receipt, as they say, your revenge. But in the context of wrestling is not real. Even though people still get hurt, the intention is not to get hurt, but to act like you're hurting somebody or getting hurt. And Raj is not, he's a professional fighter where you just about almost kill people. So miscommunication is big right here. Look at the guy that hit Raj thinks it's squashed.
I get it.
He said he saw the camera.
Working out, well, he's gonna come out on your matches. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're always working. So we'll set it up. I'll have him come out during your match so we could fucking seal the whole thing and we'll make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Well, now you just involved fucking Rampage himself because that's his boy.
That's his boy.
Yeah, I can handle myself.
That's another thing. They said now you just made it so Rampage, who's known as a hothead, well, it's gonna have to defend his son. And as it is, this guy's Raj is living in the shadow of Rampage, trying to make his own name. He's like, I don't need Rampage. I can handle my own, right? I don't need my dad's help. So look at all the ingredients that are leading to the ultimate crash out.
Rampage gonna come whoop your ass.
You don't need his dad. He handles his own shit.
Yeah, I got my own shit.
After setting up the interruption for Raja on Stu's match, AJ comes over and lets him know the game plan and tries to explain what went on with Stu.
I was in the swing. No. What he thought was he was a pro. I just said. Yeah. Another thing is, even when we are working like that, you don't fucking, you know
That's
what
what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you don't. He's a fucking idiot. Hey. So
Okay, they're saying giving an excuse to say, yeah, the guy doesn't know what he's going on. You know, even if they were working together, which they weren't, you shouldn't be hitting people unexpectedly with a beer can.
when you run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt.
So he said, give him your receipts. Now he said, you remember what a receipt is, something like that. When you're using violence, even if it is manufactured and acting, you need to be clear, AJ, to Raja, young Raja, who's not a wrestler like you, what that means, receipts, right? Not real violence.
Give him that fucking receipt, bro. Tag this shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there.
Okay.
Tag it.
Big talk.
After being given the go-ahead to give this guy his receipt, Raja's on go mode for the rest of the night.
I'll get it there. Hey, as long as I get my lick back, I'm straight. I'm straight.
This is kind of the turning point in the night as Raja gets time to chill out and kind of think about everything and gets
There's a strength close to Asian dude. Maga right there.
rage baited by all the comments in the stream.
Well, the whole time this has been filmed on Raja's kick stream, all his chatters are instigating this shit. So you need to kick that guy's ass. What are you, a punk bitch? Letting them do that to you. So mind you, this kid's 20 years old. He's a young kid, man. And then the whole chat is saying you bitched out, bro. You didn't do nothing.
This nigga got knocked out. I didn't even get knocked out. Why didn't you fuck that guy up? Cause nigga, if I would have done something, then they would have kicked me out of this shit. Then there would be no more stream today. That shit pissed me off, bro. It didn't even hurt. It just pissed me off. I know this is crazy. This is like my third or fourth stream.
Now, at this point of the night, Raja's dad, Rampage, got informed on what's been going on with his son on his kick stream through the comments.
I'm watching the stream. I'm watching my son's stream.
There's Rampage.
Where the fuck? Oh, he at the pro wrestling thing.
See, there's his father. Now, I don't think he's saw what happened before with the beer can and all that. All he has is he's streaming too. His chatters are telling him your son got punked, this and that, you know. So I don't know if he redballed it, meaning he looked at the actual violation, but he's just going off the chatters. This is what I mean, bro. You gotta be careful with all that. The people in the comments, bro, trying to egg you on.
I'm good, King Cat. I'm good.
Is the dad Rampage is kind of like busting his son's balls, be like, man, what are you doing with all these wrestlers wearing underwear and boots, letting you punk you basically?
Tight shit.
I'm also.
I looked at his stream.
Sorry.
No, it's too
I got to
loud.
apologize, right?
Hey,
yo.
Because when I mentioned,
did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights, nigga?
You said what?
Did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights?
No.
Why didn't you tell me?
No.
You got a problem. Do I need to send my goons over there?
No.
He said, do I need to send my goons over there? Yeah. I guess it's the same, bro. Like, regardless of what happens, I need you to chill out, son. Don't do anything reckless.
This is crazy. I thought we were a family, y'all.
Did your coach take care of everything?
I apologize. So let me put
Yeah,
y'all
I'm
in the right
straight.
direction.
I looked at your stream because my chat was going crazy. And then by the time I popped in your stream, you was hugging on a dude in some damn tights.
Man, shut the fuck up.
Man, you shut the fuck up. I looked at your stream, nigga. You were hugging on some dude in some booty shorts.
I wasn't fucking hugging on nobody.
I saw you, nigga. I saw you hugging on your coach.
I said you were hugging on the coach. Not even true. He's just supporting his coach or whatnot, egging him on, bro. He doesn't need that right now. I don't know if Rampage Senior knows the whole situation. Yeah. So anyway, the links in the chat. So let me know if you ever crashed out and regretted it, or what are you doing to stay fit right now? What are you doing right now to move your body around? At the moment, I'm walking my dogs. I'm fasting. I'm on hour 36 of a fast. I'm trying to push it to at least 72 hours, maybe go further. No solids, just liquids. So water, electrolyte water, and regular water. So let's see what happens. Trying to clear it out and reset. So what are you doing right now for yourself, for your vehicle, your biochemical computer vehicle called the body? Let's talk about it.
No, I don't got no sexual fantasy. I got some eyeballs. I saw you making shit up. I ain't make nothing up. Okay, was you not around a bunch of dudes with some damn pro wrestling show? Oh, yeah, the pro wrestling show. Nigga, I thought you was the most at a baby oil show. Nigga, everybody was all listening and shit. All right, long as you say.
You never know. Y'all keep playing with me, don't go right there. So get over there.
Now y'all got my son mad at me.
He blamed it on that. He blamed it on the chatters. He said, "Y'all got my son mad at me," when in fact, I mean, he was instigator. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that, Oracle. Yeah, I'm trying to restart this human computer in real time with the fast. When we get to that autophagy mode, maybe after 48 hours, the old cells start getting eaten by the new cells and everything starts getting rebooted and reconnected.
Are y'all happy now? He straight up dissed me.
For the rest of the night, Raja gets successfully rage baited by every single person in his comments, letting him know that he's a fake crash out, a pussy, a pushover, and just gets disrespected everywhere that he goes.
I'm a fake crash out. All right, bet. You about to see how fake of a crash out I am. Now I get a chance to get in the ring and do this.
The match, the cameraman's getting different angles and even getting a little bit excited for the fight himself.
So he said he's gonna show them what a fake crash out is.
Oh, let's do this. I can't really read what they're saying right here, but I know that the guy behind him is the one that gave him the signal to go ahead and interrupt the match.
Look at him, he's ready. There's the guy that hurt him.
You!
There he goes. Right now, I think everything's all sweet. Yeah, show that. Yeah, I can't show that. It's brutal, bro. He literally jumped on top of him and started doing like 20 haymakers to the chin while the guy's already knocked out, which is probably doing brain damage and shit, bro. This shit is it's ridiculous. I can't believe they're letting them show this on the video right now. Anyway. Woo, that was horrible. Like, oh shit. Yeah, I mean, you said he's standing and spray painted your deck, was moving around all day. That's beautiful, man. Now that's when we got, we have a little barbecue, TBT. You worked hard, Hopefully you're chilling with the kids, your children, and yeah, man, that's dope. That's a wax on, wax off, right? It's sanded and spray painted. That's a really good workout. Moving around low to the ground. I like it. Yeah, guys, but I had to, oh shit, for real. I had to take that shit off because that's against TOS. Very bad stuff.
Hey, you gotta stop this shit, man.
Look at, they didn't know it was real until he punched him like 20 times in the face. The dude's not moving. This is all because he got triggered. The one guy, that's why you gotta meet people where they're at, bro. Can't be doing this wild stuff. I fixed the sound. I think his microphone was fucked up right now. So he was doing this ungodly screeching noise that makes it even more surreal. What was going on? These are the wrestlers trying to hold him back because he wasn't done. He wanted to he wanted to delete the man right there. He wanted to delete him. I think he was getting bit. One of them bit him in the ear at this point. Yeah.
Follow him out.
Yeah, so they're following him out. They're walking him out. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, TBT. You said the response was way off the mark. Rampage parroting for sure. He could have squashed that in a second, Rampage. He could have squashed that in a second. Wilson said, I'm wondering how many retired active wrestlers have or ever known the signs of CTE. Yeah. I don't know. I bet you like a good portion of them have experienced it and didn't even know it, Wheels. Just now, it's just the last few years it's been put to the attention of the mainstream. Love from Kentucky, y'all. Love from Taiwan, David Wayne. Yeah. Why don't y'all hop up here, right? Look, I got some stuff to show you. This is the Rampage Jr. crash out.
Back, I think what he was trying to do is distract him long enough for the big.
Watch that. His mic was all fucked up. That's why I was making that
outside of the venue. And as you can see, kind of behind him, I want you to pay attention to this dude in the blue. He follows him. He makes some threats to him. He's basically trying to get him to come back. I think what he was trying to do is distract him long enough for the police to come, because I know that they had called the police immediately after he attacked him. So I'm guessing he was going to try and fight him or stall him long enough to keep him there. Or, I don't know. Point of it is he was trying to rage bait Raja into fighting somebody else.
Taught them motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Why started with his dad talking shit to him all the time?
One of them a bitch and fucking bit me. Tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro.
Damn, he held that in. This young man, I think he's a Taurus and shit. And that's what us Taurus risings and sun signs, in particular, we can take a lot of garbage and toxicity, hold it in, but then all it takes is one little thing, the tipping point for us to see red, and it all comes out.
Real shit.
Come on, man. We leaving, man. We walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit?
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do shit to me, bro.
Let's go,
you can't do shit to me. You can't fuck with me, bro.
Let's go.
You can't fuck with me.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you chopper.
All right, cuh. Yeah, Rampage is Sneeko, the streamer, looking over the shit. It's all bad. Not good, not good. When you mess with the Bulls, you You get the horn, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Dave Wayne says, I feel like he's still trying to prove something or subconsciously get approved from. Absolutely, he is, man. I see that, man. I not only feel it, but I see it. I hear it. I hear it. And I think Rampage is talking about like, oh, we make a ban from Kick. Fuck Kick, bro. This nigga, this bro almost deleted the man. Talking about getting banned from Kick. That's the least of your worries, bro.
Roger might go to jail. He might get banned.
Yeah, he might go jail for sure.
Banned off Kick too.
Banned off Kick. What's up, Becca?
That was sad. I hope it was staged. I hope it staged.
He said, I hope it was staged. It was not staged, my friend. TBT says, us Tauruses don't play around. I have better control than this tit. So, yeah, I think you do. I don't know if you would make it this far in life if you didn't, TBT, right? But just think about those times when we crashed out before, bro. It's nasty, but that shit was ridiculous, man. It was a perfect storm of his genetics, his upbringing, the concussion from a couple days ago that he received, that wrestler attacking him behind the scenes, and him having to suck it up. What else was chat? What else was there? His chat in real time calling him a bitch for not doing anything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He slept, bro, and then he hit him 20 times. Yeah, 20 times, bro. 20 times, man. 20 times. Shit.
Sometimes people do hardcore. Some people do hardcore pro wrestling. Chat. What's that?
Hello?
I think he went to, like, he escaped to another parking lot, and then Rampage Papa is calling him right now.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
Andre's Rampage. He said they can't wake him up, man.
He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
Flatline in the ring.
My bad.
He said, my bad. Flatline in the ring.
Shit, I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it serious.
I'll call you back later.
As you can tell by the heavy breathing and the pacing around, Raja did not want to hear that guy is not awake and flatlined. I'm probably thinking that he killed him and facing a lot more jail time than what he's already facing, attacking him. Thankfully, from Rampage Jackson, Raja's dad, we know that Psycho Stu is awake and stable, and that he does not condone any of Raja's actions, that he suffered a concussion recently and probably shouldn't have even done anything that involves physical contact.
Yeah, Rampage is the father. He did like his Michael Jackson moonwalk legal cover my bases type response on X. He said, this is Rampage, the father. He said, I want to clear up the misinformation about my son Raja. I've been confirmed that the wrestler Stuart Smith, aka Psycho Stu, is awake and stable, which is good. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. True. Raja was told that he could get his payback. They called it the receipts, right? Payback in the ring. That's the mistake right there. Raji is a MMA fighter. He's not a wrestler. He doesn't know what payback means in their terms and their jargon. I thought it was a part of the show, right? It was bad judgment. You think it was? And a work that went wrong. Mm-hmm. Raja is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and had no business being involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical activity. And as a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened. But my main concern now is Mr. Smith will make it speedy recovery, and I apologize to probably his family, he says. That's a measured response, good response.
That Psycho Stu is awake and stable, and that he does not condone any of Raj's actions, that he suffered a concussion recently and probably shouldn't have even done anything that involves physical contact. I just want to know what you guys think. Do you think that this is just a string of bad decisions from Raja from the entire night, crashing out on someone
That's his father. That's his father in the ring. Same thing,
who
bro.
doesn't deserve it? Or could
There was no ref to stop him.
this be some sort of lingering early sign of CTE where he's suffering from this concussion, that he's not emotionally there to make these kinds of decisions, which led to this, which led to him being, on edge and attacking him the way that he did? Let me know what you guys.
Yeah, what do you think, guys? There's like so much to unpack, man. Like all the time, these crazy crash outs are happening all around us. But this one was like extremely brutal. This was an extremely brutal crash out right here. Never seen anything like it before. Yeah. Bad. You said a lot of people are at fault legally here. Right. Let's go. Let's break it down. The Vengeful Truther. The wrestling venue itself, right? Yeah. For having their wrestler hit him backstage, right? He wasn't even involved in it, right? And then that Psycho Stu, Mr. Smith, actually hitting Raj, that could be concerned as an assault. And then Raj Jackson, beating the man to deletion almost. What else? Could even Kick, the streaming service, be involved? I don't know. It's just all bad, bro. All bad. This is all good. What's up, David Wayne? How's it going, man?
How's it going?
Man, this is a great man to have, David Wayne. He's been doing combat sports, whatnot. What do you think about that, bro?
He dropped him on his neck, and
wait, that's what knocked him out first, right?
Yeah, that's how it knocked him out first. He had to have known he wasn't. And then, and I don't think Rampage was really picking at him. He was just trying to be funny, but.
Well, but I mean, yes, yeah, he wasn't, but probably that's the rapport they have.
Yes,
and maybe
yes, exactly.
I don't think he saw the beer can to the head, because I think he would have been more pissed if he would have saw that, and maybe would have been like, "Son, chill out, bro. Don't do anything stupid."
You could see the misunderstanding on Rampage's side of the phone immediately.
Yeah.
He's like, is he at a wrestling event and guys with tights?
Yeah, as it is, it's kind of suspect for if you're an MMA guy, right? Like you're like, what are you doing? Or boxing or whatever. It's like, this is like kids play, but it's for content. He was trying to literally support his friend and all that, but and the chat is ruthless, huh? Because Rampage had his chat going, Raj had his own chat going. They were like egging them on, right? Controlling the narrative.
Yeah, and he was already. Yeah, it seems like he might not even be. He's got to prove something to Dad, and he might not even.
I think so.
He might not even realize that that's how he's acting, outward.
Absolutely. Think about it. Like your dad's like, I won't say Michael Jordan of MMA, but definitely top legend, right? One of the legends.
Top, yeah, he's an
top
animal,
legend,
dude.
right?
He's an animal.
Yeah. Hey, maybe a legend in terms of all right personality, right? Too, like the whole package, Rampage. Yeah.
He's funny as all get out, but he's got his character too. He's got he's Rampage Jackson out there cracking jokes and being funny, but when he turns it on and steps into the cage, it's another character.
Right.
And
we saw that strike. They showed the strike at the very end. I don't know if you saw that. They showed the dad. He did basically the same strike that Junior did, but at least the ref broke it up when Rampage was fighting. So
how big you think that wrestler? How heavy you think that wrestler is? That he picked up and manhandled like a rag doll.
At least 250. At least easy, right? 250
all
easy,
the way up. He picked him all the way up and dropped him on his neck.
He's a little bull. Like let's do this. The stars. Rampage Jr. Raj Jackson is a Taurus, May 11th. Right? Those are the mini bulls, man. The mini bulls, man. Strength. Yeah. And hard-headed too. And here's the thing, man. And the Rampage Jackson is a Gemini. And we know that Geminis are known to be the gift of gab and shit talkers. So I can only imagine all the shit talking what's
little man
name?
grew
Rampage
up with.
Right.
Yeah.
Encouragement too, but like shit talking. And the thing is, that's the strength. Even though he can back it up with physical, Rampage is, for me, I've seen more of his viral clips with reporters and funny shit than some of his fights, actually. So so that strength, his mouthpiece. Whereas a Taurus in general, I'm generalizing, they're physical. That's their strength. So a lot of times I bet, just from the age difference and Raj being like, the son, he probably felt like he can compete verbally with the sparring with his dad, but that's why he's like, I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm not a punk, right? So like, this was the perfect storm, man. And
then the concussion.
Yes.
On top of all of it, but deep down inside, like nobody, is thinking about his concussion.
No.
Through that little tussle or whatever they had before, when the wrestler jumped up there to step into character. It was any other time, maybe it would have looked, better. And I don't know, man, that concussion too. You got people that's quick to go off. It sucks. It really does suck, dude. Because he's got a lot of his dad in him too. A whole lot. This world it wouldn't hurt to have a Rampage Jackson too, but I hope he don't get in a lot of trouble, man. Sucks.
He seems like I don't know, bro, like a measured person too, a little bit. Yeah. So hopefully he'll learn from this. I'm glad that student didn't delete, because he easily could have, right? I think we got an update right here.
If he hadn't have been, if it hadn't have been a pro wrestler as big as he was,
anybody else be done, huh?
Yeah, it'd be over.
Yeah, it would be
unanswered. 22 something times, 22 or 23 times.
23
unanswered. That's
Michael
crazy.
Jordan. TBT says it started with the beer can and the Questler should have been reprimanded and removed. Yeah, they should have sat his ass down, bro. He shouldn't have been able to go out there. Fight avoided entirely. Good point, TBT. And that would have offended Raj to fall assault charges. Yeah. Right. 'Cause that shows you it's like a broke ass organization, huh?
Yeah.
David. Because that's unacceptable. He just went up to the man and just smashed that can in his head. Plus they're drinking and smoking back there. But that's how wrestling is, I heard. Or at least it used to be the WWF. Those stories, they used to get faded, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah. On the best. Faded on the best.
Exactly. The drunken monkey style. Here's a little update, Dave.
We have even more updates surrounding Rampage Jackson's son Raja and his assault on the pro
6
wrestler
hours
a
ago.
couple nights ago. He is now under LAPD investigation after his assault on Psycho Stu.
Real shit. One of them a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro.
That's a pent up shit, huh? That's not just this weekend, huh?
Yeah,
That sounds like
Rampage
lifetime.
pushed some buttons. Rampage pushed buttons when he's like, I see you playing with dudes with tights.
Yeah, you hug it up on your coach and shit.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro.
It almost like sounds like a not that it's not real emotion, but he's kind of like psyching himself up to think that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Real shit.
This is Raja fleeing the scene of the crime, clearly angry and not
to me, bro. You can't do shit to me. You can't
I think they wanted to get him to stay so the cops would come. That's the guy that had his head in his stomach on the turnbuckle. I don't know if you remember that part. They're trying to keep him there. Yeah.
to establish his character and that it clearly wasn't a part of the show, but he's there multiple times before the incident, basically showing it was premeditated.
I'm gonna really have to show him, like, nigga, you can't just hit a fucking can on my goddamn face. I'm really going to hit him, I'm telling you.
That's real evidence right there, huh? Damn,
yeah.
They got him.
Premeditation.
I'm dead serious. This shit's not gonna be
pretty much what, David?
Premeditation.
Premeditation, for real. Let's premeditate those donations, guys, and hit the like button. Appreciate you. Thanks, Markella.
I'm telling you. I know all wrestling is script. I'm talking about what I'm gonna do to the guy.
This could easily be a first-degree felony.
Dude, look at this. It's fucking David. You're right. Oh, he's about to crack the whip on his neck, right?
All the way up.
Look at all the way
picked him all the way up.
Holy shit.
And Homie probably thinks, it's part of the skit now. He's like, he's riding with it because he thinks it's part of the skit. And then he got Rampage Jackson Jr.
Right. That's no awareness, David, though. Like I think you and I would be like, I don't know if I want to fuck with this guy. I kind of couldn't you tell like he was still pissed, right? That's
you'd need to be anchored to the ground. Because there's nothing stopping this dude from picking you up and just dropping you straight on your neck.
Look at this.
And I mean, realistically, after doing something as
I had to
brutal
record.
as
I had to stop, put that shield up because somebody else did that yesterday, and they erased the video. They probably got a strike.
Probably the least he deserves.
Too violent. The punching. The punching was ridiculous.
Knox Pro have issued a statement now in response to the viral incident. They said,
"Wait, what did they say?" Well, this is they said, first and foremost, our thoughts or prayers with Stu Smith, Psycho Stu, as he remains a priority. It's supposed to be a planned, agreed upon wrestling spot turned into okay. You see what they're doing? They're putting it on Raj. You see that? What was supposed to be a planned, let's see, an agreed upon wrestling spot turned into a selfish, irresponsible act of violence against Mr. Smith. It was, right? Can we say that? Yeah. This egregious, that's a horrible act, is reprehensible and never should have occurred. In the 17 years of the operation of Knox Pro Wrestling Academy, there has never been anything as heinous take place such as this, and we apologize to our patrons and fans.
That's wild.
Yeah, they got their guy back. Yeah, they're liable too, I think, kind of. What do you think? TVT was saying there's a couple people that are liable.
Yeah. At what point is it not a skit anymore? Like Rampage Jr. could have assumed it was a skit the whole way until, I can't help but to think he had to know that dude was out. How do you not know?
He's a trained fighter, right?
That'll be what comes up in court. That'll be what he has to deal with in court. I thought he was just joking the whole time.
Nah, like he's playing dead.
Like he's playing with he's just it's just part of the skit type shit.
No way. He knows better. Maybe some rookie get away with that, right? Some civilian.
Right. Yeah.
Additionally, Nox Pro have issued a statement now in response to the viral incident. They said, quote, "First and foremost, our thoughts and prayers are with our brother Mr. Stuart Smith, Psycho Stu, as he remains a priority and we are monitoring his well-being. What was supposed to be a planned and agreed upon wrestling spot turned into a selfish, irresponsible act of violence against Mr. Smith. This egregious act is reprehensible and never should have occurred. In the 17 years of operation of Nox Pro Wrestling Academy, there has never been anything as heinous take place such as this, and we apologize to our patrons and fans." It was also revealed in further footage from the stream that one of the other wrestlers on the show, AJ Mana, basically encouraged the assault from Raja.
He did. I caught that. Did you caught him that? When he said you're going to get your receipts or whatever? He said something like that, Dave.
Run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. You remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, go tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there.
What do you think about that, David?
See, that's helping his case. That's helping his case a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, because a little bit, yeah, because that guy technically works for them, huh?
Yeah.
It's like coaching them.
Tag his shit, bro.
Tag his shit.
Once again, going back to my previous argument on this kind of thing, you need to be incredibly clear in general about how pro wrestling works to people who aren't familiar.
Exactly. What's a receipt, right? What's their type of receipt?
And that's especially the case when the person involved in the spot in the match is suffering from a concussion and is an actual fighter. I'm actually still baffled that anyone is even remotely defending this incident. You even had wrestling legend Rob Van Dam saying he has Raja's back. This could easily be a play to drive engagement to his podcast though, or maybe RVD is actually just being that stupid. And it's also increasingly clear from all of the moments leading up to the attack that he was like real life hot at this situation.
Me off, bro. It didn't even hurt. It just pissed me off. That shit pissed me off. And I'm going to have to get him back. They said I can go in the ring and get it.
He's stewing on it.
I don't even know what I'm going to do to him. Bro, my dad can't do shit. I'm going to fake crash out. All right, bet. Bet. You about to see how fake of a crash out.
He even said in the same stream, quote, "It's always been my dream to fuck up a pro wrestler for real."
It's always been my dream to fuck up a pro wrestler for real.
You're muted if you're talking,
So
bub.
I get it.
Oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. I said, damn, he's not. It's not
Really
looking.
gonna bite him? Yeah,
It's not looking good when he said it's always been my dream to f up a wrestler. He did it. He achieved his bucket list.
Punch his ass for real. I don't believe in me getting disrespected too. I'm too nice. Bet. That shit was not staged. I'm telling you that right now.
So once again, I can't see him getting out of this lightly because it's very clear that it was premeditated and it wasn't a response to the beer can incident, considering the beer can incident happened many hours before the incident in the ring.
If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to. Y'all want me to teabag him?
Too much
People
talking.
think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game.
You said teabag him?
Right, Joe. I gotta show him some form of respect. Then they don't train no goddamn martial arts. I'm really going to hit him. I'm telling you. What should I do, chat? Should I pick him up? Should I slam him first or hit him? W if I should slam him first. I'm not fucking around.
W.
You don't think I can do it, Mick?
Damn.
Chat said W.
Chat. Wicked said there's no amount of money to make you ever want to do that stuff. David, did you ever try to? Did anybody come to you say you want to wrestle?
Ironically, I've become the target. Like when the talk of the town, you know, and David trains and David fights. I get Marines. Yeah, Marines. You know, new recruits, like straight out of boot camp type people that, yeah, let's grapple, let's go, let's roll. So I get to be the test dummy for any of those guys that come
back. Like a mid boss. You're like a mid boss in a video game. Now it's time to fight David Wade. We already have 3 other bosses we found.
I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm just fashioning you for your future fights.
They're fashioning you. Good language. Very cryptic, but to the point. It's covering your bases.
Miggy, My dad can't never call me a bitch. Fuck this
Oh,
dude.
he just said my dad can never call me a bitch. We didn't hear him say it. So that must be a thing that's happened many times before.
You think he's stronger than me? All right, Suave, watch. Shut the up. Shut the up, Suave. Let you be talking.
Why are you even talking to the chat? You probably got like 1,000 people in the chat at least. What the hell?
Like this,
hyping him up.
Chat, watch what I do to you. Tony, I'm gonna show you. Tony. I'm talking like this if you was in front of me, nigga. Chat, watch what
Check out this move in the rest in the ring, guys, right here.
I do to you. Tony.
Did you see that?
Right in.
I'm gonna show you. Tony.
And so he obviously would have benefited from someone pulling him aside, calming him down, and saying, "This is a work. This is a shoot." Okay.
That Stu guy's like 6'5", huh? 6'4". He's huge, right? Psycho Stu is huge.
Know the difference.
See him smiling?
And even if
maybe he's like 6'3", 6'4".
ultimately Raja Jackson and Psycho Stu decided to settle their beef in real life, you have to at minimum give Psycho Stu a chance to fight back and actually defend himself in a fair fight, not like this. Not only were those punches brutal, disturbing, and real.
How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question.
Did he say how many subs to knock him out? Jesus.
There you have it, folks.
Oh my god.
I ain't really sub farming, but
I ain't really trying to sub farm.
50 subs, knock him out. 50 subs.
What do you get, like 500 subs? Because that was over than one knockout, right?
Golly,
But he isn't understanding that this isn't supposed to be about proving you can actually fight. That's not what wrestling is. You had beef with the man outside, they're running an angle about it for the show, you go in the ring, get a little works lick, keep him in your prayers. He's currently
submissive. That's his brother. Stable. Oh shit, critical condition.
Damn.
Man.
Stable but in critical care. At this time, we're focused on his recovery and appreciate all the support. Also, we currently do not have a GoFundMe set. This coming from
Who's Marcus Ham?
Marcus Ham on Facebook. He says, quote, "I know this is all over the media right now and I have absolutely nothing to say regarding what transpired, but I want everyone who is concerned for Stuart Smith to know that he is awake now but in bad shape, so please keep him every week." And I feel like Raja, among his many flaws, just didn't quite understand that. Furthermore, Mr. Beast has offered his support to Psycho Stu as well. He went on to say, quote, "I read he was a veteran that used wrestling as an outlet to get over PTSD. If his kid is a fan or I can help with hospital bills, I'll help." Then we also have the news that Nox Pro has been removed from the WWE ID affiliation after this whole situation. It's been removed from WWE's social media branding and headers as of this afternoon. It would appear WWE has severed ties with the promotion and academy as part of this fallout with the Raja Jackson situation, which I can totally understand from the WWE standpoint. I mean, the way they handled this situation and the way it all went down is completely negligent, and I don't imagine WWE need any more of the bad press that is coming.
Oh, they're screwed then, right? To me, that would be a big, that'd be a big deal, right?
It sounds like lawsuits stacking up against our Rampage Jr. here.
Yeah, and also the company too.
Yeah. Money lost in the future, all the money that's lost in the future for the duration of what the contract was.
Right. Would that be like if you were like you owned a minor league baseball team or league in general, and then like they used to be affiliated with the MLB, and all of a sudden they're like, MLB's all sorry, we don't want to be affiliated with you. You're screwed, right?
Yeah. And whoever caused the divide.
Yeah. I think we'll give it to Raj, but that company didn't. They're very unprofessional
with this, because believe it or not, even though it is obvious to the majority of us that this is clearly not taking place in WWE, there are a few people who are referring to Psycho Stu and even Raja Jackson as appearing in WWE, or this taking place in WWE, or Psycho Stu being a WWE wrestler, all of which are entirely—
That's true. Like colloquially, how people speak, huh? They're like, did you see that WWE event? You know what I mean?
not true. Nox Pro is an independent wrestling promotion in California, and up until this point, the only affiliation with WWE they had was the ID program. Other than that, this has absolutely nothing to do with WWE, and there is no wrongdoing on their part about this.
Okay. All bad.
A lot of money hit the floor that night.
A lot. Yeah.
Be anxious to see Psycho Stu's response when he can write again.
He said can write, yeah. Holy shit, yeah. He might not be able to walk to the bathroom.
Golly, smiling. Yeah. He was smiling the whole way. I don't.
When he was lifting him? When he lifted him up, yeah.
Here we go. And just out.
Well, it'll teach him. I mean, everyone, we all, he was drinking before. That's not good. Not only was he drinking, but he seemed like he was hammered already, huh? Kind of.
Yeah. And I get his approach to it, like seeing seeing a big timer there and seeing the camera and time to switch it on and that. And he didn't even really like hit him. He did the hit stop, when you stop on the ground to make it
sound.
Yeah. It's
do you think he would have done that to his dad though?
No. No, they've entertained that idea of him and his dad fighting.
No. I think they kind of like slap box or something the other day. No, but I'm talking about. Do you think Stu would have done that to Rampage Senior?
Nah, Rampage has got that sprawl, man. Yeah. He would have been reversed on him. I think Dad would have let him down lightly, but he would have showed him how to block that maneuver and how to capitalize on it.
Yeah, I would feel like Rampage would have done something right away. Which in the end probably would have been safer. I would think he just would have been, because it was kind of the restraint was pretty good though from Raj at first. How he took the blow, he didn't do nothing after, yeah. TVT says I may have missed. Did Raj get? We don't know yet. I don't think he did. I haven't read anything. He was arrested yet. I don't think so, bro. Why are they waiting so long? It happened like almost 48 hours ago.
Lawyers on deck.
What about the police though? You think they would have?
I thought what he's got it going for him that if he rides that, well, I didn't know. I thought it was part of the skit. And he's got it going for him that. Psycho Stu attacked. We could try to do the air quotes. That attacked him first. So, and which triggered the show. Just to show it.
Yeah.
And he's got that on his side. Well, I was just trying to be part of the show. But after that's what it's going to come down to, knowing whether or not. He slept it. Like, did you know that he was knocked plumb out when you started laying into him? And those were some real licks. He was hitting him out of anger, not out of show.
Yeah, it's angry. Yeah, he was hitting so much he probably got tired, got a little winded.
20-something times, man. Yeah. Unanswered.
That's so dead. That's so crazy, bro. I can't even say that word anymore. But plenty of evidence against him before the match. Yep. All those words he was talking the shit. Wicked said the lawyers are probably keeping him out of jail for real. Yeah. Well, I mean, the lawyers can try to keep you out of jail as much as you want, but if the police want to get you, they're gonna get you, right? They're gonna come from, and he hasn't been arrested. I think the most recent article I saw was 4 hours ago. Nothing. They're investigating the video. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah. Oh, just to cleanse the palate, some positive stuff. Wanted to see this. Okay, after we talk about here on Trap House Gains, Gabriel's Trap House Gains, about consciousness and fitness and exercising, right? Like, you know, think of stuff like muscle memory, being in the zone, right? Stuff like that, right? But one of the first YouTubers I saw like putting it all together was this guy. Interesting enough, he's a Taiwanese American dude named Frank Yang. I don't know if you ever heard of him. And he became famous by doing like wearing a Speedo in Taiwan and like lifting weights and doing deadlifts and stuff in public, doing weird shit. And but anyway, like in the 10 years I've been watching his channel, he's evolved, and he went from a bodybuilder that was very interested in pushing his body to the limits and aesthetics and consciousness to really having this interesting takes about like what's going on here in, you know, in life, like what's going on. He's almost like a hippie bodybuilder now. So I wanted to show you guys some shit and see what you think. Any thoughts about that? Like when you're working out, like mind body connection or anything like that? Any thoughts come to mind for you, David?
I usually do the most damage when I've got the right music in and I got the right mindset. And sometimes the right mindset is the wrong mindset. I'm either, you know, like pent up rage or crying.
Yeah.
You can't tell if it's sweat or tears.
Yo, you know what? And the music helps me with that. I'm sure it helps you with that too, right?
Yeah.
Putting in that, right?
That's where those emotions go. The emotion, they go into what they need to go into. A lot of our emotions need to be purged physically, and discipline. Some form of discipline is perfect,
right?
You know,
and the discipline of putting your body in motion and trying to get stronger or faster. Burning it literally. Inertia.
I've never been upset or I hadn't been anything but tired after an event of working out emotionally, ready to go to bed and start a new day.
Yeah. But you don't leave anything on the table, right?
No, just sweat.
Yeah.
Just sweat,
yeah. Blood, sweat, tears. Yeah. So let me show you this guy. Yeah, you're right. TVT probably would have been arrested if he wasn't rich and that status. Status is a lot. Status will get you in trouble and out of trouble. Yeah. So let's see. Frank Yang. Realizations on fitness.
If you take fitness to the max effort degree or max effort level, you're gonna
see that's when he first started YouTubing, like 10, 12 years ago.
Here. Realization fitness.
It's crazy.
Contemplative.
This is him now. He changed a lot. He's a lot more calm and stuff. See, this is 2009, this one right here.
Not that. Show us tools.
Coming closer to a Buddha radiation is just one example. People take DMT, for example, or LSD even. They have a quote-unquote bad trip, or they experience like existential fear, or like we've been talking about ontological shocks. Right? Why do you experience that? Because you don't have enough fitness to rest in recognizing the unconditioned through, with, and as your conditionings and afflictions again and again and again on and off the cushion. And that takes fitness and mastery, which is usually not communicated in modern spiritual circles.
He talks
that because you don't.
He be talking kind of fast. You know, everyone always wants to like speed shit up. I think I'm gonna have to slow it down for a second, just a little bit.
Have enough fitness to rest in recognizing the unconditioned through, with, and as your conditioning and afflictions again and again and again on and off the cushion. And that takes fitness and mastery, which is usually not communicated in modern spiritual circles.
That's true. In spirituality, you don't hear too much about fitness, huh? I don't. Do you?
No.
I don't hear.
No, the most is fasting. It's really the most I've heard towards that fasting.
Yeah, exactly. What we're doing right now. Yeah. But literally, it sounded like you were walking earlier too. You're on the move always. Yeah. How's that going for you?
Good. I'm on this pattern where I come in from work and get my shower and go straight to bed. I literally woke up when I text Love from Kentucky, y'all. I just woke up. I dove right into the internet looking for you because I knew you're supposed to be on tonight. So I had to get my brain right. And yeah.
Perfect.
I've been walking since I've been on here. So whatever that equivalates to.
No, that's good because I mean we take it for granted because it's all we know. But literally we're living on this earth ball going around the sun with this pressure of gravity. Like crashing down. Now, if you're in good shape and healthy, like you seem to be, you don't really feel it, the gravity of just walking from here to there. However, if someone's like extremely obese or their mobility is limited, you feel it. Like so,
it's like a
right
prison.
Exactly.
Attached to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then we get. Go ahead.
I used to be that. When I was in high school, I got my screen's cracked. I was up to 275.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got settled in with the mother of my kids, and it didn't matter.
He went mute for a second. He's about to drop it on us. So Dave, when you come back, you gotta let us know. Let's see.
The importance.
Dave, let me know when you're back.
So physical training and how that should be distinguishable from mind and life training. The strength work to push through suffering and to stabilize the groundless ground through yogic capacity, which provides the flexibility to maneuver.
What were you saying, Dave? You said you said when you were 275, then you got with your baby's mom.
I was 275 in high school. My big old chubby thumbs hit the button. I was 275 in high school. When I got out of high school, GNC was pushing stackers before they realized those was bad for you.
Oh,
and
wow, stackers.
Yeah, for real. That was new. So I dropped down to 185 and I looked sick. So I got up to 205. And then that's when the training and everything started.
Whoa.
And then
you were a machine, huh?
Yeah. It was perfect because I'd never, since grade school, I hadn't been able to do pull-ups. I was so heavy. But when I hit 185, I did a pull-up for the first time in forever. And so I just took advantage of it. And I kept doing them. So.
And then you started to train. Is that when you started training boxing?
And MMA, jiu-jitsu first. One of my buddies, he weighed 275. I was at 250, and he asked me if I'd get up there and fight him in front of our hometown and everything. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but we needed a month to run. I hadn't done any running or anything. I hadn't conditioned.
Get your wind up.
Got me talked into getting up there, and I had to sign a waiver because he was so much bigger than me, and he dislocated his shoulder and his knee, whooping my ass. He beat himself, whooping my ass. He give up. I stayed in his face, although I didn't know what to do. And then I realized my future trainer was working at the same factory I was at next Monday. He's like, "You sure can take an ass whooping. Let me show you how to give one."
That's funny.
He put me on that Brazilian jiu-jitsu train, and I've been in love with it ever since.
That sounds like a movie. Like you're getting you get the beat in, right? But you're not doing the offensive, right? And then like your future coach is sitting in the stands watching the shit.
Shaking his head.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Is that the same coach you said? Because you said your daughter is wrestling now, right?
Yes.
Same guy?
Oh my gosh, it is. I couldn't believe it.
That's awesome.
I couldn't believe it. And he's already told me, off to the side, that if she keeps going, she's gonna be, when the collegiate time comes, she's gonna be an animal.
That's awesome. Yeah. When's her birthday? What's her sun's sign?
November the 7th.
All right, Scorpio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like I'm the 10th. That's dope.
Yeah.
Probably fierce, what she wants to be, right?
Yeah.
She's fierce. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
So this Frank Yang is crazy. That's another thing. Like, I mean, he's a bodybuilder, musician, a violinist, crazy guy. But he also has been last couple of years. He's been working with that GoPro. Have you seen the GoPro with the stick, where there's like a 360 cam? You ever seen those before? That's what he has. That's what
I have it.
Yeah,
that's what he's got now, ain't it?
That's what he has right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I don't know what the hell software it has, but it like kind of like it blurs out the stick. I don't know if that's after the fact.
My phone's got that
option. It blurs out the stick. That's sick. Yeah.
The strength work to push through suffering and to stabilize the groundless ground.
No, that's a stick. That's a stick. Yeah.
Yogic capacity, which provides the flexibility to maneuver through life obstacles, mental and emotional obscurations, and ramping up the escape velocity to exert so one can take the quantum leap into the unknown. But also,
I mean, what I got a little bit of what he said was kind of like, you know how the Buddhists say life is suffering? That's like one of their main mission statements. They say life is suffering, right? And that's the whole reason why Buddha wanted to teach people, how to not suffer. But the first thing they think you got to realize, acknowledge is the fact that much of life is suffering, right? And weightlifting in itself, for example, bodybuilding, or even training, like we're talking about MMA, that's a lot of suffering at first, huh?
It's a controlled demolition of muscle fibers and all that good stuff. You're deliberately destroying that stuff when you're lifting. You're breaking all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why, like, when you haven't lifted in a while, that first week or you get like so sore. Because literally you just broke everything, right?
Yeah. And the first 2 weeks, like you said, the first 2 weeks is hell. But after that, it's game. It's game.
It's game on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, you ever had that, like, where you couldn't even bend your arms? Like, yeah, I've had that.
We was talking about the delts last time, like the V-taper, that lat machine. That's one of the most crippling. Oh my gosh, dude.
It is crippling, yeah.
I've never had lats to speak of. I guess I've never worked them out, but that's one of the most painful. And of course the leg cramps that come with it when you don't keep up with your potassium.
Potassium is big, man. That's why, like, when I'm fasting, I drink this stuff called like snake juice, which is like it's pink salt, Himalayan salt mixed with water and potassium chloride, which is the potassium, right? And and those are all like basically feeding your brain and your electrolyte system. Yeah, you need that shit. You don't want to cramp up.
Endurance work, like running a marathon to exhaust and cook your karma, is no different than burning fat. Getting
he said exhaust and cook your karma. He's talking fitness and spirituality. Yeah, you want to burn through the karma, huh? That bad karma.
Way, right? Without
cook it. I like that. Cook it
virtuously. Yeah. That's the diet part. So strength.
The diet part, he said, is acting virtuously.
Speed is power. We're basically creating the ultimate being. The mind.
That's true. Strength is speed, right? And power, right? Like,
true. The contemplative athlete.
Yo, Frank.
Other topics includes laziness and procrastination, the difference between motivation and aspiration.
So that's the name of this video. We won't watch all of it, but it's called Overcoming Laziness and Procrastination. That is a hard one, huh? Because remember you said recently, you're like, fuck it, I just got inspired to get back in it, huh?
Yeah.
Get back on it. Yeah. Oh, you have to overcome it, yeah. And then this one's called Motivation versus Aspiration. Motivation. That's like a fuel, right? Motivation for what you want to do. And aspiration is what? More like thinking about the future or something?
Yeah. Where you want to be in 2 months versus where you've been over the last 2 months.
Yeah. Do you think that that's in order to overcome laziness and procrastination, that motivation and aspiration have its part in that?
A good counter, yeah, definitely.
Counter,
whether
right?
your aspirations are being able to run a mile again or cutting weight, if you want to drop down to a certain, that's painful.
It is,
all that sweating and grinding.
Mm-hmm. It's the aspiration of sometimes can get you through it, of like imagining what you're gonna look like or feel like, huh? Or how others will see you and all that.
Yeah.
Motivation would combat laziness, because laziness, you're just laying there because you're not motivated to get up, right?
Couch potato mode activated.
Exactly. All switches are go, right?
Yeah.
So this is the realization of fitness. That's what this is called. I like this. Let's keep going with that.
If you click on this video, you want something, probably something that has to do with like awakening or spirituality, realization, enlightenment.
Smiling incline bitch press.
You're looking online and trying to find solutions to a problem. Why am I not this or that? Yeah. Why don't I have anatta? Yeah. Why don't I have non-duality? Yeah. Why don't I have this or that?
So most people are like, I know I was like searching, like, okay, what can I find for a life hack? What can I find to help me make my life better? Type shit. Yeah. He was saying that he has this one video from years back. It's called like Activating God Mode. And he was saying like how like a lot of times you feel like you're enlightened and whatnot, and he made like a lot of strides through meditation and different things, right? And conscious awareness. But then he says like there came a point where a specific moment where instead of seeing like how we view things from the first person mode, he said there became a moment where he started seeing things like this camera 360, his awareness and shit. Yeah. You ever anything close to that before? Have anything close to that?
I've had music get me there. There was a couple of songs I could hear and just zone out and see things differently.
Yeah.
It was kind of wild, really, because of the song and the tone. It was real melodic. And it had me zoned out. It was the song. You remember I guess I should elaborate that song. Do you remember the song or the movie American Werewolf in London or Paris? One of those two. Where that rock song from Bush. Nothing hurts like your mouth. That's where I went into werewolf mode listening to that music, lifting weights.
You're in the zone, huh?
That's what it represented to me. It turned me into an animal for about 45 minutes each time. I'd put it on
that song's
loop.
dope.
Yeah.
That song's dope. Yeah.
It put me in a different mind frame, and I could see different, like I don't know what it was. It was definitely part of the, imagination, but I could see in my own baby werewolf eyes.
Yeah.
The animal I needed to be to tackle these weights. That song got me there.
You're becoming an altered beast.
Yeah.
Like transforming in that. Music will do that. I think same for me. In terms of personality, the planet Jupiter represents how you expand your awareness and consciousness. And mine is Cancer. And when I think of Cancer, I think of emotion and just intensity too, emotional intensity. And I think that's how I expand my consciousness a lot, through music, bro. Or these which puts me in these emotional states, either extreme sadness or extreme happiness, and yeah, bro, like music. You're right, music is crazy. Time travel.
These new songs coming out. I'm addicted to this one band that had come out here about 6 years ago, and they're just now making waves. But I've been following them for like 4 years, and they've got the fuel, man. They've got it. It'll turn you into any kind of mind frame you need to be in to throw these weights around. It's there.
What's the name of the group?
Sleep Token.
Sleep Token. Oh, okay.
I make videos using their sound on my shorts. Most of the songs, I'll experiment from time to time with different bands, but mainly it's that band that I'll do little short, 1 minute
dope.
videos.
Yeah, Camel. That's a big song.
Yes, yeah. This new album put them on the map, man. I've been down here in the sticks of Kentucky trying to scream Sleep Token to the top of the mountains, and for the last 4 years, and now they're making waves. So I'm definitely stoked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, somebody just made a. Okay, we'll get back to the Frank Yang in 1 second. Let's just see this real quick. This video just came out 2 days ago.
Sleep Token has been on an unstoppable
Why are they so
climb
popular?
to the top of the entire musical world. They went from being this beloved, enigmatic cult band to a genuine mainstream phenomenon. The release of Take Me Back to Eden wasn't just an album drop. It was a cultural event that skyrocketed their monthly listeners to unimaginable numbers and introduced them to an entire new level of fame. They were selling out massive venues in minutes, headlining arenas, and creating a kind of fan devotion that most bands can only dream of. They were truly on top. But as we've seen time and time again, that kind of insane rise often comes with a heavy price. The very thing that made them so special, their complete and total anonymity, was about to be used as a weapon against them, sparking a controversy that threatened to burn the whole thing to the ground. This isn't just a story about a band getting popular. It's a story about what happens when the line between fan and fanatic gets erased, when art and reality collide in the most brutal way possible, and how the band responded with one of the biggest power moves the industry has seen in years. This is the story of the insane rise of Sleep Token. Quick break from the video to thank today's sponsors. Level of anonymity. This allows room for interpretation.
What was the big power move do you think they did?
The couple of the songs that they come out with was making statements towards their fans. Like Caramel, it's for the old fans, like me that was stuck. It's been stuck to them, like literally infatuated with them. Their last album looked good for them, but this one is the one that put them on the map.
Okay. Yeah, because they got ridiculous numbers. 10,000, 3,000, 10 million, 3 million, like just on the listening to the tracks and stuff.
They were in the thousands on subs on YouTube when I first found them. And then I heard one of the first songs I heard was probably the singer's most monotone sound of singing. Like he wasn't really. He's a hell of a singer, man. Like, and you either love it or you won't. It'll either grab you by the heart and take you under, or it'll be the most annoying music singing you've ever heard in your life. It's but I'm stoked about it. I'm so happy for them.
That's dope, especially when you're there from more or less the beginning.
Yes.
Is a massive factor in their success. It allows fans to use their imagination, build an image in their head as to what fits their mind. Phrase "nothing lasts forever" was taken as a threat. But then the plot twist. Just as fan anxiety was at its absolute peak, when everyone was mourning the potential death of the band, they made an announcement that no one saw coming. Less than a month after the Nothing Lasts Forever crisis, Sleep Token revealed that they just signed a brand new record deal. And not just with any label, they signed with RCA Records. And you have to understand just
That
how
blew
significant
me
this
out
is.
of the water.
RCA is a major label.
Yeah, that's like one of the biggest labels of all time.
That's putting them on stage with people like Justin Timberlake. And
yes, and Britney Spears, Doja Cat.
yes,
Yeah,
I could hear Justin Timberlake getting down to some of this music because he dabbles in that falsetto, that real high, that real high pitched stuff. I could see Justin Timberlake getting down with a Sleep Token mask on.
Sleep Token mask.
It's under the Sony Music umbrella. This is the big leagues. A label like RCA doesn't just sign bands. They make massive financial investments in artists that they believe are the future. You don't make that kind of move with a band that's on the verge of collapsing.
Right.
The timing was everything. While we, the public, were seeing a narrative of crisis and uncertainty, the behind-the-scenes reality was one of absolute confidence and long-term planning. The RCA deal was a gigantic counterstatement to the shit show. It was hands down one of the most brilliant power moves I've ever seen a band make. And with that, the stage was set for a brand new chapter. Emerging from all that chaos, the band started to unveil what we now know as their fourth major era. And it came with a huge evolution in their look, their lore, and their lyrics. The first visual sign actually came just before that legendary Wembley show in December 2023. The Instrumentalist, 2 on drums, 3 on bass, and 4 on guitar, debuted these incredibly intricate and highly individualized new masks. Vessel's mask stayed the same from the Eden Cycle, but the others clearly had a whole new aesthetic. And I think it's safe to say that this was deeply symbolic. The old masks made the Instrumentalists feel like anonymous, interchangeable vessels, just like the name implies. But these new, distinct designs suggest that they were becoming individual characters.
Vessel, all of them?
The lead singer's Vessel, and then the instrument, they're like 2 or 3 or 4.
Vessel 1, Vessel 3, Vessel 4, okay.
Each with their own role in this expanding universe. The idea was backed up by another major break from tradition. Drummer 2 gave his first ever interview to the drumming platform Drumeo. Now, his voice was disguised, obviously, but it was the first time any members beside Vessel had officially spoken in any capacity. This was a huge deal. It signaled a potential shift in how the band presents itself.
They
that the
redid,
Instrumentalists were
Hey
stepping forward into more defined roles.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he brought some justice to
The full
it. It's
rollout for the
beautiful.
next album began in February 2025 with a cryptic, interactive website. Fans were prompted to choose a side between 2 factions.
I'm telling you, man.
September 19th, Louisville, Kentucky. They'll be
I
in
know
Louisville.
it.
You
I
gotta
know
go.
it.
You have to go.
I'm not
Come
gonna know
on.
what to do. To be able to see that dude and not hug his neck, I'm gonna lose my mind, man.
You gotta
He's
go,
been
bro.
through it. I know.
Yeah. Kentucky Fair and Exposition Center. There you go.
Part
That's
louder
brilliant.
than lion.
That's brilliant,
Yeah.
bro. I get the chills a lot, but like, bro, that was like through my whole upper body.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's and the new Even in Arcadia song itself, it's the name of the album, Even Arcadia, but the song itself, they've had one song that has been my favorite for the last 4 years, and it's been untouched as far as like my favorite of theirs until that song came out. You want to talk about a song to work out to. Just the whole point behind it. Even in Arcadia is a painting, and it's, a couple of guys that are chilling, like just regular, vibing, but the spirit of death is right there lingering nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
No matter how beautiful it is, no matter how peaceful and calm it is, no matter, it's even in your highest points, death is right around the corner.
Right.
So,
that's like Carlos Castaneda, one of my favorite writers. But he talked about shamanism and kind of Taoism too, combined it. He said death is always there over your shoulder, and you can always have your last dance with death any moment. That's why you gotta live impeccable like a warrior. As he was saying, man. It's Arcadia.
Yeah, Arcadia. It's a myth. They go by a lot of Greek mythology. They use a lot of Greek mythology. Like one of the songs they come out with Damocles, You know, where the guy sat up there and took the place of the king for a day, but he had a sword tied above him, dangled by only a single strand of horsehair. And that represented that any point in time the village could turn on you and you would be doomed. And the king got to go out and live freely, you know, that day throughout the village without any of the burden to bear. They dabble in a lot of Greek mythology, but I've been trying to push the narrative too that this singer, the one they call Vessel, that's the first song I ever listened to of theirs. And I was, it's the one you was just playing. It's so monotone.
They put on a good show too. Dancing around.
Yeah, he can't dance for nothing, but he lets it go anyways.
The guitar and the basses are going off, dancing.
Yeah. And he has a little mini choir. He's got four. He's got 4 backup female vocalists back there. That's one of their first shows.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're all painted black.
They dress like I used to dress.
Look at him. Black. He can't dance, but he's fucking feeling it.
Are they black, you think? Or
they're painted black. They're white. They're all from the UK. And it's a type of ritualistic part of it where they all paint solid black.
People be doing that with their tattoos nowadays, all black.
Yeah.
You seen those? That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, this is great. Yeah, you gave me a gift today. Appreciate it, David.
I hope so. There's at least one Sleep Token song out there for everybody. I put money on it. At least one. But
Hey Ya was good. It was excellent.
You can feel his singing, the way he conveys emotion. It's wild.
Yeah, because it's a good song. I can feel it. Yeah, it's a good song, like Hey Ya. But I remember, like, they won the Grammy. They, like, ran up the awards that year, Outkast. And I remember, since they won the Song of the Year, Andre 3000, they played it at the very end of the Grammys. And he's like, and now for the 5 millionth time this year, Hey Ya, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, he was pissed to play it so much. But, like, yeah, man.
It's an upbeat song that talks about, you know, the tragedy of, you know, baby mama drama and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That Frankie experience is like 4K 360 awareness. Is it because of the practices that I'm not doing? I'm not working hard enough? Or is it because my karma isn't ripe yet? Maybe I don't have the right genetics. Or is it because you're asking all these questions from a view that you're not seeing?
I've always true. Like, we ask all these questions about life and ourselves, but the way we look at it, it's always so biased. Yeah. The way he films his videos are super trippy too and creative. This guy, I think he went to UCLA Film School too.
Actually, it's just that after realization, there's just less attachment to the things I have to do, but I'm still doing them. But now there's just
that's him. He plays the violin too. He was saying playing the violin, it activates like all parts of your body and mind more than any other instrument. That's what he was saying.
It's laying across your clavicle. So that all of that vibrating is going into your skeletal structure. I totally picked that up.
That's
totally
true. That. And then we can go more Americanized with the fiddle, huh? The fiddle too.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be savage. That could be savage. You hear a lot of that in southern music, like bluegrass.
My mom brought me up on country, like 70s and 80s country, and I remember one of my favorite songs was Charlie Daniels Band, "Devil Goes Down to Georgia." Yeah, they were killing it with that.
Way more spontaneous.
So I love how Frank Gannon, he mixes aesthetics with the body, with music, with theories, and it's very interesting, dude.
But still, even from that place of spontaneity, there's a pretty structured routine to my life. I guess that's just something that's built in because my mom made me practice violin when I was like 5. Like I said, when I got into this like self-development, that which eventually turns to self-transcendence, I just was able to.
Here he said that. He said he got into self-development, which eventually became self-transcendence, because that's what I've come into this non-duality way of thinking, where you know how they say, like, you need to have knowledge of self, the self, and all this, but in the non-duality, they believe that there is not even a self. There's something else going on here.
We're just all part of a collective, like a solid. We're all part of one single unit. We're just a little part of it.
Right. And you kind of see that, like when we were talking about working out and then listening to music, for example, while you're working out. It's kind of like you, through all the pain, like your body's not even there, right? Sometimes, or you can't feel it, huh?
Really just buckle down and accomplish things that I set my mind to. I think one of the reasons is because I was
chemistry behind
fitness.
About what?
Chemistry behind that, especially using music to trigger your motivation.
Right, it probably does something to our chemicals and hormones and stuff.
Yeah,
on a physiological level and whatnot.
Really train your mind to.
You might hear an owl in the background. I've got an owl that's flown up here close to me. Did you hear
it? Wow. Like owls. That's my Mayan totem from my week I was born, the owl. The transformer, helping people through transformations, the owl. Let me see if I can hear it. Is that just today, or has she come there before?
There's 2 or 3 of them that'll come around.
Discipline. Just go to the gym like day in and day out for years at a time. Yeah.
And that's how I looked at my journey too. It's like people always ask me, how did you get into meditation? It's like, it's just a continuation of my journey and evolution from, I don't know, I can say I started out playing the violin, but there's a fitness in violin too, right? You're practicing scales, and playing on the violin 3 hours a day requires a lot of fitness, mental, physical fitness. I think violin is actually one of the instruments that activates their entire body, because you need to have the cortex, the visualization skill, the logic. That's the left brain, quote unquote. You want to divide it that way. And there's also the right brain, imagination, creativity. Interpret the music. You have to feel the music.
It's so insane to watch his videos because, bro, this channel is like 15 years old, and like he'll just do montages throughout from 2009 till now, like what he's doing right now.
They're both eating.
Yeah, both eating, right?
Emotional
part. She's eating Taiwanese breakfast. A damn being.
The brain, like your.
The funny thing is, like, I'm probably gonna. This is probably gonna come a point where I'm gonna have to hook up with this dude and collab with on some stuff, because he's very.
He's a rock, man. He's chiseled.
Yep. Yeah, this is him from maybe 7 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, right here. But when he's talking at the mic, that's more current. He's still yoked, but yeah.
Olympic.
He lives in he lives in Taiwan.
And then there's the brainstem, because you need to control your muscles to fire very intricately, right? And what is that but mind to mind and mind to muscle and mind to violin connection, but ultimately it's just mind to mind connection. And then when I got into fitness, everybody's training for like mind to muscle connection or like mind body connection. But then once I started getting Vipassana, I realized the whole body is just mind. Yeah, you're having all this.
I think Vipassana is the meditation. Like, everything is mind.
So it's just like you're firing all the sentient resources and collect them, unify them all at once until there's no more distinction between reality, between mind and body, and the universe to universe connection. And then even that goes away, where there's completely coreless, and empty and open.
If you are free from here, you can fly.
Some of the non-dual community might be like, what the fuck? Why would there be fitness to realization, right? But then if you look at all the Kamapas or the Lamas or Rinpoches, they started training, going to scholarly schools when they're like 4 years old. Even in Zen, they practice and do koans for hours and hours a day. They go to school, spend their entire life on this thing. We just live in the modern time where, for some reason, the realization business is just somehow different from like mastering the violin or like piano or like going to school, which is really strange. Yeah. Oh, there's nothing to do. I don't need to practice. Oh, if you're still suffering, there's more work to do, period. Yeah, I think the limitation of most non-dual teachings, especially what you extrapolate from the internet, is that they try to explain everything away with the ultimate. So in our 90-day bootcamp training, we formally sit up to 90 minutes each morning, followed by 90 minutes of discussion, up to 3 times a day, depending on your level of fitness and your choice of engagement. The training is as systematic as an Olympic athlete or a marathon runner's preparation, designed to peak at just the right time. And that's not even counting the off-cushion practice. It's an invisible monastery beyond space and time. It's a lifestyle. It takes total exertion of the self to go beyond the self until you become the total exertion of the whole universe and be seamlessly connected with the countless webs of causes and conditionings that makes this moment precisely the way it is. And in order to generate that raw energy to make the quantum leap into the unknown, one has to be authentic. One has to generate interest, virtue, and bodhicitta. One has to shred away the fat and the conditionings that slows you down. Peace of mind is a byproduct, not a goal. Look how hard Siddhartha exerted. That's how Buddhas are forged. And when it's all said and done, you're just on 24/7, and everything you do is a byproduct of nothing.
You said peace of mind is a byproduct. Okay. Usually that's what people try to go for as the main product, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
I just went on my first run. Second day of training. 3 miles today. It felt easier than yesterday. Yeah, and at the end, I could tell like the untangling and twisting of kind of the karma. It's exhausting.
Yeah, we don't just sit around doing
You don't just sit around. Yeah,
Yeah,
this feels exactly.
What's up, man?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Exactly the same again as this morning, the transmission. Yeah, but then now I realize why we said your art is time. Each cycle, each fractal, until it just inconceivable. Fractals, yeah. And then it's like the whole bootcamp is one single moment, and then within that one single moment, every 3 weeks is like what, a phase, right? 4 phases. Right now with the silent phase, my transmission.
Yeah.
Each phase, it's almost like a moment, but then a fractal of a moment. And then within that fractal, there's each week and then each sit, each day is sit. And each Akala's mind is also a moment. It's also a fractal that contains the whole.
The same thing goes on in the marathon, right? On the whole race, it's just a whole race. It's like a moment, right? But then within this moment, there's different phases of the race, and then the training cycle as well. And the moment is something like a 4-dimensional spheroid unfolding as 3 dimensions of space and 1 dimension of time. And it's not like you are inside that spheroid; you are that spheroid. Our head coach Mei Chen, he even says that every morning the transmission sessions are equivalent to the workout of the day in CrossFit. So the transmission is a spatial-temporal co-creating orchestration, co-resonating a Buddha field through this mandala. Every morning, it literally feels like we're taking you guys on a run or a ride on the magic carpet, traversing through the inconceivable. There's warm-up and there's peaking, and then there's cool-down, just like how you train for a vertical jump or during a powerlifting meet. You peak just at the right time. In training, this repetition, volume, intensity, progressive overload, tapering, integration, and pacing, realization fitness is realer than real.
When I own mental health, it's about peaking at a controlled time. He said that a couple times. Peaking at a controlled point. The rest of it is just. I've had to run through those phases. The run itself. I get what he's saying. The run itself is its own singular event, but inside there is layers that you've got to run through. Like when the burn starts, when the thoughts are like, I don't want to do this, you got to run through that.
Right. Got to push through because there's a way through it. It seems like there's no way through it, but Once you get through
layers.
that, it's a new layer.
Yeah, yeah. And it's layers that nobody will see but him. That when you watch that video, you'll just see him running, but inside, his own thoughts, he's going through it.
Yeah.
He's
literally like changing gears.
Yeah.
With his consciousness.
Was the one that was allergic to structure. A lot of anger repressors are allergic to structure because we're not aware that the need for safety is why we're so anti-structure until we're more conscious. But if you think about it, that's the authority thing. That's the dad, that's teachers exercising a power over us, and we buy into it or we don't want to because we have this deep fear and anger. So I think a lot of the allergic to structure is actually anger and hurt repression. Now, in my mental health and addiction treatment centers, I was the one allergic to structure. I did all the creative stuff, but I stayed away from the structure. And my partner and my clinical director created all this structure. They were perfectionists, so they needed structure really for safety. It's safety on both ends of it's fear. So like if I'm anti-structure, it's because I'm afraid of conflict or feeling and expressing something that's at the root.
It's like when people say, like, they go, "Oh, you've heard it," they go, like, I like to be spontaneous. I don't like to commit to things. That's fear of what's he saying? Fear of structure is what? Fear of. We have to rewind it. Catch that. Oh no, not there. No. No, not that again. What happened? Oh, wrong one. I meant the wrong one. Okay, this one.
It's because I'm afraid.
Fear of structure is what?
Created all this structure. They were perfectionists, so they needed structure really for safety. It's safety on both ends of it's fear. So like if I'm anti-structure, it's because I'm afraid of conflict or feeling and expressing something that's at the root.
If you're fear of structure, fear of conflict.
Yeah.
Okay, you need safety.
I'm very clingy to structure. It's almost like the attachment styles. They had to cling to something. I can't live without that structure. It's too scary. If you just treat it like fear under both, it's a cleaner process. And there's like a balance or a middle way. I like the middle way language. If we're not allergic to structure because of fear, and we're not clinging to structure because of fear, how can structure be used effectively? And that's how we do it in our program. Like we'll create structure to help somebody catch their self-sabotage or to actually help them follow through with something. If they're allergic to structure, then let's see your resistance to it. If you're really dependent on structure, can I take a little bit of it away so that you can feel a little bit uncomfortable and process that?
Lama Lena said that having a routine is the most important thing in life. In meditation retreats, a strict.
Yeah, we get that, right? Having your routine is one of the most important things in life. Probably, yeah.
That's routine is a form of structure.
Right.
Structure is created so one can lose his mind and control the matter.
Like you said, I think you were alluding to this, David. Yeah, so it makes sense because you just don't want to lose your mind with no boundaries.
Yeah.
But if you lose your mind, let it go in a structure with boundaries, that's a lot better, right? It's a lot better. It's a lot safer, right?
Imagine going in there and queuing up the hype by listening to music, and instead of directing them towards, a dumbbell or whatever, you just start throwing stuff around.
Yeah. They'd be like, what are you doing? That's so true. Yeah.
Aiming it at the wrong place.
Yeah.
Jazz musicians can only freestyle spontaneously after they've trained classically and practice scales every single day.
That's true, right? That's true with the jazz musicians for sure. The classically trained people usually make the craziest music, right? The coolest music. As in basketball, we know the fundamentals of the game. That way you can experiment. Right, you can experiment later.
Michael Jordan practices free throws consistently. Picasso said that he's able to abstract because he's already learned how to paint like Raphael when he was 14 years old. Parkour athletes and sprinters need to do squats. Foundation matters. When you have the right view, the interdependency between order and chaos will balance themselves out. What is the right view? The nature of mind beyond, but include all extreme views like effort versus effortlessness, gradual versus sudden path, expansion versus contraction, self versus non-self. Right view will lead to right effort, so you can will without agency, think without thoughts, and desire without grasping. Without the right view, one can be practicing for eons and still get nowhere because you're just being reinforcing the same view, even if you think you're making progress.
So there is, in a sense, from a perspective, no self here, and no one doing anything, no controller.
You never had a controller. Why did you do it? Like even before awakening, nobody had a controller. Actually, after awakening, it freezes up a lot of your mental space, and then your energy frees up. Actually, my physical conditioning and my work capacity in terms of how long I can work in terms of like my editing or my coaching increased exponentially because I didn't have to hold on to that illusion of a separate controller. But then you never really had a separate controller. You just had a bunch of thoughts that tells you that you have a separate controller. So that's the only thing you're letting go of. If you have no resistance, then you're not really thinking about what you're doing. In a sense, you're just in a, I guess you could call it a constant flow state. You're actually just tapping into nature. Nature is always unfolding through the course of the least resistance. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that there's no structure, because that structure that I have right now, in just a routine, is just part of that flow.
Ooh.
That is my particular way that my cosmic condition unfolding.
So I used to have a problem with this earlier in my life after I had a few like insights where I felt like I became a lot more lazy. Like I couldn't make myself do things like before.
Yeah, that's very common actually. Yeah. That's very.
What's that? You've experienced that?
Oh, that shot of that wave coming in.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
From underneath.
I felt like I became a lot more lazy. Like I couldn't make myself do things like before.
Yeah, that's very common actually. Yeah. That's very common. One of the I mean, I went through phases that myself, but then usually only lasts for a brief period of time. Yeah. One of the reasons because your identity or your ego structure is dissolving. Some of the things that you used to do to fulfill your ego desire is getting released. It's getting exhausted. So of course you're not going to have the same kind of room to do some of the things that you used to do. Another reason is because, like I said in the very beginning of the interview, you might be holding on to the view of there's nobody here and there's nothing to do. That's a very common non-dual view that people then conceptualize and turn it into a way of life that they think at first. I mean, they may think, oh, I'm kind of following this truth. Maybe they have some experiences of like non-dualship or whatever, but they turn that into a worldview in which all their beliefs are extrapolated from, all the ways in which they make meanings are extrapolated from. And then that kind of gives them a reason for them not to do anything.
Take a sip of the wine. Have a good party. This is my first concert in 15 years.
Yes?
Yes.
What time you playing?
It's not like it's wrong to say there's nothing to do and there's nobody here, but it is just a view. Not that there is a distinction between the ultimate and the relative.
Ain't nothing like it when someone smiles really nice, huh?
Genuinely, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you haven't truly bridged that gap, one is just justifying it or bypassing, explaining things away. Another thing that people try to explain away is that, oh, there's no time, there's no karma. Well, timelessness includes all three times. And even though karmas are ultimately just appearances, it is important to understand, how phenomena compound, to reinforce what kind of karmic trajectories, what is your condition becoming. This is why you see people who are abiding in non-dual awareness even, but still there are conditionings and traumas that just don't seem to be resolved for years and years. Because very few people talk about how karma works. Just sitting isn't enough.
What's that?
I like how he's referencing karma. One of the first processes when I get back into the gym life is sweating out like all of the impurities from soda pops, different like junk food and stuff I've ate over the last year that I normally wouldn't have. It's sweating it out. The first 2 weeks is running with 2 layers of hoodies and sweatpants on, trying to sweat all of that out and replacing it with water and electrolytes and stuff like that. It's like trying to purify yourself of the karma over the last year or whatever. I like that.
Yeah, physically for sure. That's why I got into Bikram yoga, hot yoga, where we just sweat, sweat for 90 minutes. Yeah.
Yes,
I met my wife.
I did that. Greatest experience I've ever had in my life.
Right.
We was laid back in the resting position. It was 104 degrees in there.
Yes.
And it was
Humidity
winter
is
outside.
up there too.
Yeah, it was like
Humidity's
3
up as well.
degrees outside. And the lady opened the back door.
Oh, it feels so good, huh?
Look, it was like 3 inches of dense fog started coming in the door, the bottom, when she opened it. And I was watching it out of the corner of my eyes crawl over top of people. And the whole time it was just coming after me. And it was like you could feel cold water. It felt like cold water coming up over my legs and stuff.
Right.
It was one of the most epic workout experiences I've ever had in my life.
Right. Because I imagine you were in a corpse pose where you lay down on your back. Like
yes, that was it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And for a lot of some people, that's the hardest pose actually, to sit still, especially the Bikram yoga, because we've had all these toxins and trauma and haven't been addressing it. Like that first hour of class, what they call the ground, the standing series, and then like when you lay on your back, I remember there were times where I couldn't even relax because my muscles were popping and like just like twitching and just cramping and killing.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to lay normal, like I'm dead. That's what's crazy about the inertia of life, huh? How life is like constantly beating up on us, or we're beating up on it. You know what I mean? But you don't realize it because you never lay like you're dead, really, until you're dead. Then you're actually dead. So but yeah, what you said about the fog creeping in, that's how it is. That's how it is. Like when I did a dry fast where I didn't drink water for 5 to 6 days, and I remember just taking a shower was like, it was like a big drink.
Yeah,
because my skin was taking in the water. I needed to take it in.
And,
yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Right, one has to recognize exactly the patterns of your evolutional formations and karmic trajectory. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about exactly how karmas are formed and how to not exactly dissolve your karmas. Sure, there's a sense of exhaustion, but more importantly, how do you repattern and refragment conditionings? Neither expansion of consciousness infinitely nor annihilating the self leads to liberation. Eternalism and nihilism are just two sides of the same self view, or annihilation, or solipsism. All these are extreme views. We're able to see the lack of inherent existence in both compounded phenomena and uncompounded phenomena, in both existence and non-existence.
We're here, but not here. Should we go on? Let's go on a little bit more on this procrastination.
Carl Jung talks about the libido as not just sexuality, but like our entire life force. And he also talked, like Freud did, about emotional repression. The reason I like Carl Jung's viewpoint is because it takes into consideration that we're blocking ourselves. We hold our life force back, but we don't have consciousness of how we do it. So procrastination was driven by programming hidden in my body that once I put words to it, it basically said, you can't, don't. It wasn't even a full sentence. It was a trauma response. And so trauma responses don't arise. They just hide in the body going like this, so that procrastination becomes a constant thing by making that conscious. What was with that was a fear of anger. So the buried anger had the don't, because it's not safe. You'll find conflict. They won't love you. You'll lose everyone. So just stay here and don't do anything. So as I processed that while I procrastinated, that's what I'm saying. If you have an addiction, process it. Don't try to get rid of things. My life force came online. My libido, but that's not just sexuality. That's everything. That's abundance of energy. We have to hold some of it back to survive. But as you allow it, you don't have the procrastination problem That was because of the fear of vulnerability or conflict or something in the world. You can really be unsuccessful with procrastination. It's very easy, actually. For example, to sit and witness things and stories like about why you're procrastinating keeps you out of the body, keeps you out of this conditioning that's actually driving it. And if you can fundamentally understand that with all these states of suffering, our conditioning is successful when we're procrastinating, then you won't be so against it. You don't even try to move beyond it. You trust yourself, and then you just make that conditioning conscious until it's natural and you're not trying to push beyond it. If you push beyond your conditioning, you traumatize yourself. If you don't process buried emotions and just go try to not procrastinate, it's not safe. So the system will go, we're going to go back to procrastination. If I keep telling you to witness stories or thoughts or miss the buried emotions, then we're going to stay in this loop and you're never going to be able to get out of it.
Making an effort to dissolve conditioning.
David,
procrastination.
David, does it seem like the loops? Remember, always talk about the loops in the Panelverse.
It's ironic, isn't it?
Because it, man. This is what this movement is, bro. This Trap House Gains, like move your body, right? That's just sit here like an asshole.
Yeah.
If I keep telling you to witness stories,
I've made it a point. Me and my son is gonna make our little training videos. We're gonna. I got him a bag. I got him a 75-pound bag to throw blows at. We're gonna we're fixing to beat that thing into pieces and film it.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sleep Token's gonna have the background music, and man, him's just gonna that and that 35-pound or 30-pound kettlebell. We're gonna throw it around. I told him to pick a song for us to work out to, and naturally you get in the sync of the beat, and then I can sync that up when I mix the videos, so it'll be even awesomer.
It'll resonate with it, correspond with it. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
All those things. Yeah, it's the realization of fitness.
Yeah,
he needs
buried emotions. Then we're gonna stay in this loop.
We say he needs it, huh? We all do.
Yeah. When I was his age is when I really started picking up and understanding that if I didn't do anything with myself, I was going to be 350 pounds stuck to a chair.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
It's in our genetics to turn into that. Like if we don't use it,
if you don't do nothing,
right,
you lose it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also in your genetics to be a Greek god too. Yeah.
Never going to be able to get out of it.
Making an effort to dissolve conditioning is like creating a knot over here to untie another knot over there. It'll be endless. Instead, you pay homage to your afflictions and recognize its patterns. It is only through, with, and as your conditionings can you realize the unconditioned, the unborn, the space-like nature of mind, that which is not apart from all the conditionings, but no conditionings can touch it. Resting is the fitness to be with whatever is arising, and recognition is the lucidity and the clarity of how much you can recognize your patterns. Find that middle way, neither indulge nor dissociate. Karmas have a way of sorting themselves out through the course of nature, but you do have to rest and recognize through the right view.
He's perfect.
And the last two boot camps, sure, there's yogic practices as well, but we emphasize a lot on refining the view. If you don't question your views, one can be practicing for who knows how long. You have this shift, that shift, and then this experience, that experience, and then you're like endlessly dissolving conditionings with like retreats here, psychedelic.
Kind of like when you hear people say, "I'm a Christian, I'm a fascist, I'm a Democrat." It's like, but yeah. We may identify with these things, but are we really questioning it ever, huh? Are we questioning these things? Yeah.
There, and it's still coming from the same ontological container. You are stuck on a catch-22 loop, constantly chasing your own tail. Nothing seems to be fundamentally changed. So a view is basically the matrix that is your entire reality, construed by the configurations of the 5 aggregates of form, feeling, perception, formations, and consciousness.
and different views have different geometries to their concavities. And views go much deeper than ideas, concepts, or worldviews, dictating every aspect of your life, beliefs, emotions, habitual tendencies, actions, which then further compounds to calcify these views. This is the cycle of samsara. The viewless view, the non-dual presence, it's always there. But for sentient beings, there's too many obscurations and afflictions in the way, too many extreme views are clean.
So you're saying the viewless view, like not just the observer, basically, it's always there, huh? But there are other views that are always circling around us that makes it hard to see the viewless view, right? I guess, you know,
naturally trying to see things from other people's perspective instead of as like an empath. Like I always try to see it from the other person's perspective, but the viewless view seems to be the looking at it from a perspective that nobody's looking at it.
Absolutely, of very few. This would be like the ascendant masters and all that. If we have that, yeah, because it's like it's the pure. It's like it's the referee. It's that ref right there. You see that? He did this on purpose and shit. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're like that ref, and even that ref is clouded sometimes too. But at least he's more pure.
Onto. So there's still a progression to refine our views, to purify the adventitious stains. The subtle and the gradual path do not contradict each other. You still need the fitness and the aspiration to accumulate insights and merits and put in the reps. You still need to be cooked. You convert.
You need the fitness to cook, like you said earlier, to cook yourself.
To accumulate insights and merits. And the subtle and the gradual path do not contradict each other. You still need the fitness and the aspiration to accumulate insights and merits and put in the reps. You still need to be cooked. You convert karma to dharma. And that takes mental and physical strength, endurance, power, yogic intelligence, abilities, the flexibility to shapeshift between stillness and movement. The true athlete doesn't avoid the pain and the stresses that come with training to reach a certain level of threshold. Mind training is no different. To rest as restlessness and to contend with pain without suffering requires right view and right effort. To develop the capacity to simultaneously rest while inserting power is a key aspect of Bruce Lee's philosophy. Realization fitness is no different because you must channel a tremendous amount of force to refragment karmas.
Butterfly.
It's like there's nobody can do anything. There's no free will. That's an extreme view.
What'd you say?
And then butterfly hooks in where he had his feet tucked in the center and his knee out, so the guy can't take the mount on him. Yeah.
But yeah.
He's got full hip control of the guy on top.
Mm-hmm.
He can move the guy around on top.
Very square.
It's like there's nobody here to.
Frank said turn the karma into dharma. Karma is the cause and effect, right? Karma and cause and effect. And then the dharma is the in Buddhism is the nature, that the universal truth. Probably how do you say it before? The value valueless. Yeah. That's the dharma, huh? But all of our karma gets in the way, huh? All the experiences and perceived thoughts that we have and values and stuff.
The loop seems
the
like
loop, yeah. Well, can we use that as fuel though to make the dharma, like the pure,
to break out of the loop? Yeah,
to break out of it.
The motivation,
the motivation, right?
Yeah,
because before it was just laziness, but we can use it as motivation. The loop of like you'd be like, God damn it, I'm tired of laying on that leather couch right there.
Here I am again.
Here I am again. Yeah, exactly. But the motivation can at least get you in the right mindset to have some aspiration, so you won't be procrastinating. Won't be procrastinating.
To have a plan on where to channel it.
Right. Very important.
Anything. There's no free will. That's an extreme view, right? So, like, actually, the more liberating view is that it's neither free will nor determinism. You just kind of throw away these kind of concepts. You don't do things or not do things because of free will or determinism, right? It's like you transcend even the duality between like doer and no doer, self or no self. Again, you just see them as different ways that phenomena are compounded. That's why that insight is so important. When you see how phenomena are compounded, you don't cling on to any state. You don't even cling on to certain insights. I think up to a certain point, you just follow the flow of the universe.
One shot, please. Now you must give back to that gentleman. It's his beer.
Oh, sorry.
There is no fastest way to enlightenment method. Right? For every technique, one must consider the relationship between content and context. What is the purpose and intention of each practice? And then self-invalidate the whole container when it serves its purpose. Because from the perspective of a clean shirt, both the detergent and the stains are obscurations. Every remedy or method must be self-invalidated. So you have to let go of all your grounds and anchors to not just free fall, but fly. Because there is a volition, an orientation, or a destiny. Fitness matters. Oftentimes people mistaken remedies or methods for truth. They think the means is the end. So there's no single most efficient technique to become faster, stronger, weirder. During my path, I've self-invalidated every technique used. Vipassana, do nothing meditation.
You see that? He put his picture. He put his different pictures in condoms.
Oh, that's condoms.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Frank Yang is crazy. He used to walk around Taiwan in a G-string with the dildo on his head.
My path, I've self-invalidated every technique used.
See, those are condoms.
Oh, crap.
Throughout the years, there's different photos.
Vipassana, do nothing meditation, self-inquiry, koans, breath work, twim. Right.
Looks pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
But that's not to say that these methods aren't valid during certain phases of the path.
That looks good too.
There we go. There's my plate.
Too.
Go right over here.
Purpose, intention.
Oh wow! Look at that dragon sushi. Look at that. That looks so good.
Self-invalidation, repeat. So it's a one-shot, ongoing, ruthless process of non-affirmative negation.
That's one thing about Frank Yang throughout the years. He always has baddies with him.
So the process is one of going further and further in, while simultaneously going further and further out, without any reference points whatsoever. Without any reference points to a savior, a method, goodness versus badness, bliss versus dark.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
Night. And finally, we might be able to reach the
base. That's a great thing about Taiwan because of the Japanese influence, because it used to be a colony of Japan, and it's very close to Japan. You get the Japanese quality sushi for half the price sometimes. Yeah.
Basic level of hopelessness. That's another way to put it. You have to become completely hopeless, which then becomes a kind of a transcendental hope. We still have all the energies, all the fascinations of discovery, of seeing this process unfold and unfold and unfold, simply for the sake of interest itself, simply for the sake of life, right? This process of discovery automatically recharges itself. So we keep on going deeper and deeper and deeper, where we experience insanity and outsanity simultaneously. This is the ongoing process of death and rebirth over and over, of ruthlessly cut through and self-invalidate any chance we might have of confirming sanity and outsanity simultaneously. This is the ongoing process of death and rebirth.
You said outsanity?
Yeah, insanity and outsanity.
Yeah, I got so discombobulated I fucking took the thing off the thing. Outsanity, I like that. That's 3. Come on, Frank Yang, where are you? Frank Yang.
Yeah, he seems like be the character to meet, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Only a couple more minutes left on this one.
Self-invalidate any chance we might have of confirming ourselves at any particular stage of development, right? This is the entry to the deathless. When we discover that we've made some progress on the spiritual path, that discovery of progress is regarded as hindrance to further progress. And this is where aspiration comes in, because motivation will only get you so far. You will get your foot in the door, but you won't finish the job for you.
Yeah.
Personal motivation. Oh, I want to be enlightened. I want to become smarter. So I meditate. I want to become more calm and peaceful. Whatever the case may be, that's all conditioned, right? That's all on the samsaric level. You can eventually run out of a motivation.
Wait, no.
And aspiration will have to take over. Ultimately, you just do it. This realization business, right? You just do it for the love of the game.
So
Virtue for
Taiwan.
virtue's sake. Interest
That
for
might be
interest's sake.
Thailand.
Interest with a capital I.
Got killer
It's cheap.
shots, man.
Yeah, he's really good cinematography.
Yeah.
People ask me about procrastination a lot, and I never can give an answer. I don't know. Since I was young, I'm just always doing things for its own
This is
sake.
Taiwan.
You know, when I did the vertical jump, for example, I wasn't doing it to get better at basketball or for sports. I just wanted to jump higher, run faster. I just wanted to
Shredded.
get stronger for no reason.
Yeah.
People sign up for
That's
the boot
crazy.
camp or they go to the Vipassana
Yeah.
retreat thinking that, oh, if I meditate for this many hours, I'll attain this or that level of absorption, this or that jhana or cessation, or even get anatta. But actually, you cannot want anatta, right? First of all, for the millionth time, it's not a thing that someone can attain. That's already the wrong view, the wrong starting condition. It's the starting condition that got you here in the first place, right? The self view. Anatta is a non-affirmative negation. It's the luminous sentience
that's
that gets
Thailand.
revealed when you self-invalidate everything, including the process of self-invalidation. Realization is the end of you, right? But still, motivation on the personal level, on the relative level, works, but only up to a certain point. You're going to eventually realize that the motivational factors that got you started on the path is what's keeping you away from the realization, and you're going to have to cross the chasm. That quantum.
How's that, David? Like the motivation that got you to start the path, how can that end up keeping you from achieving your goal? If you dwell on it too
seems
much,
like
the
the
motivation.
yeah, it seems like the part of that karma that he was talking about. Like once you sweat through that and once you break through that, it's supposed to be a pry bar to get going. It seems like, you know, to me, like
Yeah.
use that for the first 2 weeks to get into the program of working out, and then I know after a day of after, you know, the hour or two of working out and having those emotions before I started, by the end of that day and that workout, it's the furthest thing from my mind. I'm ready
Right.
I'm ready to eat, and I'm ready to shower, and I'm ready to hit the sack.
Yeah. It's kind of like I was telling, because I'm trying to told Jack Talcott, I gave him the directions to the Bikram Yoga by where he's living in Baltimore, and he says he's gonna hit it up. I think he'd be good at it. He's a Leo.
It seems to me like I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
It seems to me like what he's talking about is, you know, after you're done throwing those weights around in the gym, to set them down and leave. Don't carry them home with you.
Yes, that's exactly what Tom Platz would say. The quad father, the bodybuilder. He says a lot of guys that are bodybuilders, like they bring that intensity in the gym, which you need, that killer instinct. But the difference between him and other guys is when he got home, he would turn it off, to be able to be the husband and the father, right, and then enjoy life. Because that makes a lot of sense, man.
I've been stuck in that mindset. I had a fight. I made the mistake of planning a fight, and it was only like a month away. And through the process of training for the fight and studying the guy and stuff, I lost track of my family. That's when I was with the mother of my kids and my kids.
Yeah,
I alienated them completely, and I didn't realize that until after the fight. Like that, I had just alienated my family, and I was hyper focused on this dude and what I was going to do in the bell rung instead of turning it off that day and being with my family.
Yeah, because for all you know, that it could have made a good. You still could have done your training. Could have took your training to the next level.
Yeah,
by having that other aspect of it, turning it on and on.
Yeah. I lived through that. That's wild.
Yeah.
That leap of faith is going to take off all by itself. How does that happen? Well, it's really beyond.
Did you win the fight?
No.
No.
No. It went down on paper, man. It went down on paper. He got in. When the bell rung, I swear, when the bell rung, everything turned different shades of red. And everything that I had trained, every this and that was gone.
Going out the window.
Yep. Yep. I was brand new at the sport when that bell rung, and my trainer didn't want me to box with him. Because he was scared that the dude was going to knock me. He'd knocked everybody else out, and my trainer was scared he was going to knock me out. So he wanted me to play the safe game and drag him down to the mat. Yeah. Oh, well, I did that successfully, but he took my head with him, put me in a guillotine, and my mom was in the crowd.
She didn't want to see that.
So it was either go to sleep and then twitch excessively, like you do when you're, because he didn't have the carotid pinched off. He had my whole windpipe closed. So I was getting blood to the brain, but I wasn't getting the air.
The air, yeah.
So it was tap out or pass out in front of mommy. So I fucking tapped.
You tapped, yeah. No, I can see that, man. You made the right choice.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, and then all of that training, dude. That was when I realized that my ass kicking goes into training, and then my fun is during the match to go in there to slap a man up and to laugh at, and that's what it wound up being, was me slapping people and laughing mid fight. Cutting up with them, talking shit, I'm fixing to do it again. Oh, I was laughing and like I was more prone to wrap somebody up and tickle them into submission other than wrap them up and try to break their arm. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Yeah. Kill them with kindness. With laughter.
That's it. That was it. Had one dude in a rear naked choke. And I had the elbow in, so it was just on me. And I started singing, time is on my side. Yes, it is. And I let the bell rang. The bell rang with me in that position, and I got the fight. I let it go to the judges because I didn't want it to end so quick. So we had fun.
You have too much good time. Good time, yeah. That's that movie. It was Ezel. Or like with John Goodman and Denzel Washington. Remember they keep singing that song? You ever see that? They keep singing "Time's on My Side." It's about the demon that goes from people to people. That's how they know, because he loves that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think a guy was executed or something like that, and his spirit left out and it went into someone that was watching the execution. And every time the spirit Ezel or something like that, it jumps from person to person. You can tell it's that song he used to love to sing.
I didn't know that.
Convict, yeah, it's a really good movie. But literally, time is on our side. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Starting on the path is what's keeping you away from the realization, and you're gonna have to cross the chasm. That quantum leap, that leap of faith, is going to take off all by itself. How does that happen? Well, it's really beyond the scope of this video.
That's Taiwan.
Which is why you have to sign up for the 90-day bootcamp. You put in the reps, accumulate merits and insights. Eventually, you hit a point where the escape velocity just speeds up exponentially. You leap into the nature of mind, where the self-invalidation process is faster than the speed of light. It's beyond speed, beyond coming and going. So think about the amount of force and speed and power and practice and virtue that needs to be generated to flip not just your karma, but the karmas of all sentient beings and self-arise.
Use a loop to smash atoms. Use a loop to smash atoms. The Large Hadron Collider is like one of the biggest man-made loops in the world.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They call it the God particle, right? They're trying to get
they discovered the God particle through that, but I don't know.
We do it all the time. We do it all the time.
Yeah.
Like he said, as we speak right now, there's monks meditating on the wellness of all sentient beings right now. So my son's middle name is Bodhisattva. I call him Bodhi for short. Bodhisattva is the being that achieved Buddhahood, but instead of going all the way into nirvana, he came back because he was like, not until all sentient beings are free of liberation, free to be liberated. Yeah, so engaging with human beings is part of this evolving your consciousness, not just sitting by yourself.
Yeah. The iron sharpens iron formula.
Right. Would you say iron sharpens iron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iron sharpening iron formula.
Right.
Even meditation, man.
Meditation. I'm meditating. Oh, I'm fine. Meditating.
People think Frank Yang used to be crazy, but he was.
This is what he used to do in Taiwan. He used to get in the news here. He used to go on there and like meditate. He used to sleep on the train, shave his head.
Still in a convention. He wasn't insane enough to jump off the cliff, to cross over to the event horizon and go beyond even the duality between sanity and insanity. He wants to appear special or unique. He's still being measured, right, by what the convention thinks is insane. You got to go beyond all conventions. And this is what Trungpa Rinpoche means by crazy.
This is when he first started.
Wisdom.
Because your nature of mind is not affected at all. It's completely stainless and pure. So that's where like kind of the whole tantric whole idea of doing unconventional actions like eating meat.
No, this is him. This is him now. Currently, his group of people. I guess he mentors, kind of
fornicating. All these things come into play where traditionally you would renounce these things, right? Though you can't even look at a woman.
Oh my gosh!
What if, from the point
picture
of view of inherent purity, it's not a problem? How can we move into these things fully? And then bridge it realization to, well, everyday people so that they can have the millisecond chance to connect to his mind stream.
Hey, as we get over in the Texas Roadhouse, we have one of our friends, good friend, Cynthia. What's up, Cynthia? How's it going? What's going on, Cynthia?
You muted, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, guys. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Good.
How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there one day at a time. Yeah. I'm finally home for a few minutes. So I saw you were live and I wanted to jump up and say hi. So my support and see what the trap house.
Oh yeah, the trap. We're trapping off this consciousness. Today's episode is we witnessed the crash out earlier from Rampage Jackson's son. I don't know if you heard about that. How he beat that wrestler to death almost.
Wow.
His son almost, yeah. So we're watching that, and then now I guess the lessons of that is like, you just have to be careful what letting things trigger you, basically.
Yeah. And then where you expel that energy.
Right.
Save it for the gym, son.
For the gym, exactly.
Yeah, the gym or crafting or music.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Or the walk in nature.
For sure. And then the second part, we're just finishing up on this video from Frank Yang, who's this Taiwanese American bodybuilder, kind of like a monk guy, where he over the years he's used like fitness as a way to investigate his consciousness. So yeah, we're just because it's true. Because I don't know if you ever like ran for exercise or played sports or whatever, but you definitely can go to another place when your body's all revved up, huh?
Yeah.
I used to work out a lot, and the beginning of my workout was always I would run a mile. That was my warm up. But on the treadmill, but I never listened to music or watched TV, and that always amazed people. But in my mind, I was outside of my body, and I was paying attention to the form of how I was running. I was, in tune with my breath. And if I would have listened to music or watched TV, I wouldn't have been able to be that, to be that aware of myself.
That's what thanks, Markella. There's Cynthia's link. Hit her, please. Check out Cynthia. What's up, Cynthia?
Yeah,
it's great channel. No, you're welcome. Thank you. No, that's like David Goggins. He recommends that people don't listen to music or podcasts or anything. He just you need to be in the zone like that. Yeah. Whereas David and I were talking about, we like music. Listening to music, it helped us get to another place sometimes too. Yeah.
See, I like classical music and music without words because I think if the words they tend to take me where they're trying to take me, and if I take the words away, I can go where my mind takes me.
No, that's true. It opens up the space for that to happen.
Yeah,
definitely does.
Room to put your own story in.
Yeah.
Room to put your own lyrics in.
Yeah, more so than if there wasn't any music whatsoever, right? When you hear that instrumental, something about classical music too. It hits your organs. That's why they say organ. We play the organ, right? To make music.
A whole lot of violins in classical music.
Cellos are nice. My grandfather played the fiddle.
Yeah, we were just talking about that because the guy Frank Yang, on the video we're watching, not only is he a bodybuilder, but he's also a classically trained violinist. And he was saying that when he plays the violin, it kind of forces him to unlock like all areas of his body and mind, his brain too.
3 hours a day.
Yeah, he plays 3 hours a day.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, you made a good point about, what did you say? You put that violin on the fiddle on your clavicle.
It's resting right here on, a bone. All that vibrating's going through you in all the good ways. Yeah, it's resting on that clavicle. So that all them vibrations and stuff, your ears are not the only thing hearing it. It's vibrating your rib cage and everything else.
Right.
I was watching a cop video and they had a new siren, and it's actually meant to not only be heard, but to also be felt. So they put out different frequencies so you can feel them coming.
Wow.
I thought that's wild.
That's super wild.
Right?
Yeah, it's like some bands their whole career trying to achieve that with people. You feel the music.
Yeah.
This is interesting talking about this. This whole like almost 3 hours, we haven't really been in a loop talking about meta conversations about this person did this and this person did that. And I think because of that, or maybe just because people aren't interested in some of the stuff we're talking about, but it's interesting how there's like a lot less viewers. Like this is the second episode where we're talking about like consciousness and fitness, and it's funny how there's a lot less people. Why do you think that people aren't into that so much?
There's also more people going live at the same time, so that could also play into it.
Yeah.
There is a demand for being able to get on the internet and escape your own problems by diving into somebody else's.
Right.
Yeah.
Were you trying to work through ours, huh?
Yeah. Self.
The self.
And not pointing the finger, and it's about self.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to think about their stuff.
That's true. A lot of people do come up here to escape and not deal with their own problems, which is, I get it. I understand it. But if you're not dealing with the problems, really dealing with the problem. So
we got to make some badass.
Get away with it.
We got to make some badass workout videos.
Oh,
yeah, that's the best.
Man,
we can show you better. We can teach you. We can show you better. We can tell you, huh?
I was telling I was telling him tonight, I was like, after I get through with all these surgeries and passing these kidney stones, you call me Coach Cynthia from now on, because we're taking a whole different approach to health, and it's just not working out, but it's what I intake in my food.
Exactly.
What I intake in my, what I'm listening to and what I'm spending my time with, because I do think that some of that can make you sick as well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
In reference to karma, this guy referenced karma in a sense, like in working out and stuff like that, breaking what? How did he put it? Breaking your karma,
burning
or
it
using-
away.
Yeah.
burning it away, cooking it. Yeah,
Cooking it. Yeah. Yeah, because the episode's called Realization and Fitness, Overcoming Laziness and Procrastination, Motivation versus Aspiration. And like what we're saying, like one of the ways to overcome laziness is to have some type of motivation, right? So many folks, we don't really practice motivation. So we end up kind of lazy, and then thus what else? The only thing from laziness you get is procrastination. Yeah.
Piles up,
which
piles
causes
up.
you not to start your workout.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's weird, like I'm on a week's vacation, right? I've been planning this vacation since January.
Oh,
and, it was you know, I'm gonna spring clean, get everything ready in my apartment, you know, do all of this and that. And now I'm spending it in doctor's offices. And I was like, why didn't I take care of that stuff sooner when I had the opportunity? Because I was always looking forward to this week. And I knew that this week, so I was doing other stuff. And now that this week is here, I can't do anything. And I'm like, holy crap, I wasted all of that time. Even if I was just doing 15 minutes a day, I could have been doing more.
Take that what you just said and times it by 2 months. Me, because I actually go back to class on teaching on Monday, next Monday.
Oh wow!
I had all these plans to do this and that, and I barely.
I know.
Scratched that off because I'm just kind of procrastinating, and it wasn't just till this last couple of days where I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. But it's wild, bro.
Yeah, I'm really like, oh my gosh, why did I never do all of what I was supposed to do? Why was I always just, I'll do it tomorrow, or that week's coming up? I'm mad at myself.
Yeah. How did he? Yeah, I can understand that, but we can always change it. How did he say, David, about the fear of safety, structure? We were talking about structure earlier, right?
Yeah.
Structure is
the fear. Was it the fear of structure or something like that?
The fear of structure has to do with not being top priority, being safe, right? Safety is why we want, some of us want structure so bad, and vice versa.
Oh yeah.
About like not even caring about safety is when you just anyway, let me show you some of this video.
Okay.
I'm thinking about too much.
Sense of standing on the outside and looking in. Overall, standing on the outside and looking in.
Yeah.
I forgot how he worded it. My brain fell out.
I'm a person that does enjoy routine and structure. Like that's just the Virgo in me. I
totally
love
Virgo.
I love routine.
Routine and structure, yeah.
If my routine gets out of whack, it throws me off. But I can adapt. But
probably when you need to, in order to counterbalance that, if it gets too obsessive on the routine, is to look at the opposite. Pisces, which is kind of, a lot of times those Pisces they're more spontaneous and all that type of stuff. They can learn from the Virgo, and the Virgo can learn from them. When you try to get to the middle ground, huh?
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. Do you have a birthday coming up this week?
Yeah. I didn't even remember it because I have so much else going on until somebody said today. I was like, oh yeah, it is this week.
Yeah, happy birthday, Cynthia.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, shoot.
Awesome. Let's see this real quick. A couple more minutes on this.
It's kind of what a Buddha fundamentally is doing. He is eating. He is smoking weed. He is smoking cigarettes. He is fornicating. He is drinking. Why would he do that? It's a mind fuck. He does that so he can make a bridge. He can relate. From this point of view, you can really understand someone like Trump or Rinpoche on a basic.
They're saying like, yeah, why are these so-called enlightened people still smoke and drink, have relationships? Because you gotta, no matter how quote unquote conscious you are, you still have to relate to the people, right? Even the greatest one, Jesus, he had to relate to people, right? He had to relate somehow. Yeah.
Like modern level, he just looks like an abuser. He looks crazy. He looks insane. But from the point of view of realization, it just makes absolute sense. He's just planting seeds. You have hippies who just smoke weed all the time. He relates with them. He gets them to wear suits, work a job. It's like, what the fuck? Trump Rinpoche would sleep with anyone. But can you imagine a Buddha not having that restriction? It's like inconceivable. Well, I'm not saying all Buddhas are like that, but it's like you used to do something and then fuck, get a job. What do you mean? You have to grow up. What? Like, are we just gonna be in love with light? It's complicated because it's like literally when we enter that territory, it's unconventional and it's not based on the human logic.
Anyone familiar with the notion of there being both a gradual and instantaneous path, and those things do not contradict each other. And what we desire in this way is always here. It's not something you want for or lust for in that way. It's something you aspire for. And Zonzar Khyentse Rinpoche says something like you long for it. So in that sense, you see that there's a difference between aspiration and motivation. There's still being this gradual training. There's no contradiction in it. We relate both beyond and through conventions. It's not that these distinctions don't exist. It's our understanding in relation to them and what even existing is. It's not negating them.
If what we can only measure is that kind of linear progression of I'm going up because my meditation is helping me to feel more bliss, feel more clear, feel more peaceful. If that's kind of unlocking at the level, it feels like you're going like this. But actually, it's not the case, right? So that's why aspiration and the longing to so-called finish the game matters. Go all the way, no matter what.
Yeah, and that's distinguishing the difference between aspiration and motivation. With aspiration, what we're doing is we're addressing misalignment with our disposition. Motivation is conditional. It's using that same sort of causal reasoning where it's like, I do this to get this. If I do this, I will get this, and I do this for this reason. That sort of motivation functions when we can make sense of things. Like we keep talking about meaning making and making sense of things. And motivation functions when we can make sense of things. But like all other conditioned phenomena in that sense, it's exhaustible. It has its own invalidation built in. This dispositional aligning, we generate aspiration. It takes us into territories that are beyond our conventions, beyond our ability.
So aspiration is beyond motivation. Like we said earlier, motivation can only take you so far, huh? It's a good start. It's a great catalyst. But yeah. What's beyond that?
Ability to make sense of things. That's where the conventions keep that sort of existential or terror of the unknown at bay, while also reifying the problem. Our aspiration in that unknown, when the fear strikes, when we're in that unknown, our aspiration that we cultivate keeps us oriented. The conventions are a ground for us to stand on. Beyond our conventions, we're just free falling. And so our aspiration keeps us oriented in that free fall, which is all there ever really is, right? There is no ultimate ground in that sense. And so then when the fear takes us into the unknown and impairs our ability to think, we're still oriented to act virtuously. More and more virtuous action transcends the conventions of the world. And so then as we accumulate merit, more and more we're just engaging in virtuous action.
We work with motivation to get you from point A to point Z. The actuality of the situation is you most likely would have to traverse through the uncertain terrains in the middle, B to Y. The actual vehicle to traverse is actually aspiration, because it's probably going to not look like A to B to C to D. It could be like A to E, back to B, then to F, then to C again, blah, 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 blah. To have that kind of North Star as your deepest calling, your deepest longing is aspiration.
It's almost like a gravitational pull to go beyond even the alphabets.
Well, we flow in the waters of desire anyway, but then to align on the desire under that North Star, instead of just today I crave this, tomorrow I crave this, to gang up, to like take on the entire resources that you have available on that desire, on that craving, now unified, transform, rehabilitate into that longing, into that disposition.
That's why the training's in life.
Yeah. That's why the training is in life.
We mentioned parkour, right? We used to call this like parkour of consciousness. It's build up the fitness to be able to maneuver through life. My training just becomes life training when you see that there's absolutely no distinction between life and mind. So realization fitness becomes like a lifestyle that's no different than Nike, the goddess of victory.
I guess that, like, if you look at
that was weird seeing the shoes up there.
one on the altar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he loves his Nikes.
Yeah, a couple of good shots there from the ground. People wearing the Nike Jordan.
Yeah, there's always been a theme through his videos. Because in that video we just watched, he started making videos in 2009 on YouTube till now. So you see different phases of him.
That's interesting.
He's really like a aesthetic bodybuilder, crazy frat boy guy, and now he's like more of like a hippie guru guy. Type of interesting.
Taking his self journey.
Yeah, definitely. And he lives here in Taiwan too, most of the time.
Do you run into other content creators in Taiwan?
Not necessarily run into them, but I've met up with some over the years. Yeah. One of the biggest ones. I remember when Alan, it's called My Life in Taiwan. He's from England. When I started watching him like 9 years ago, he only had 1,000 subscribers. Now he has like almost 500,000.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Sounds like one of those. It only took me 10 years to become an overnight sensation.
Yeah. I say for him, maybe it took him 4 or 5 years to start doing like good. So much so that he quit his job teaching and started YouTubing full time because he started to get like commercials because there is work out here for foreigners if you want to like in movies and commercials and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. But Taiwan's an interesting place anywhere is to study about awareness, or I call it consciousness, just this mysteries of life and stuff. There's a lot of people in a small area, so you have interesting things happening all the time.
It was cool hearing him talk about aspirations and from point A to point Z and everything in between. Aspirations seem like more of a frontal lobe type thing. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, plan for tomorrow or plan for a month from now. As motivation seems closer to the fight or flight part of the mind. Like, attack. Am I going to attack this now, or am I going to split out? It kind of just hit me. It'll take a couple days to be able to word it like I thought it, but I just get that out there. Aspiration seems to be like some frontal lobe activity. Like, where do I want to be? Where do I want to go?
I'm the doggy.
Yeah, you're the doggy. You're Junior. The Shiba. Yeah. The ears. No, yeah, motivation is more, you're right. It's more like reactive. Kind of like you said, fight or flight, the primal brain. Which is like the old brain, the snake brain, like how you react to your feelings and stuff like that, which I think most people on Earth are probably engaged with that. But you said the frontal cortex, the aspirations, where you're using your imagination and trying to solve problems. That's more of that's the big part of your brain, which makes us human, as they say.
Yeah.
Where
do I want this to take me?
I want both, man, because I feel like the more motivation I have to keep working out, it takes me far away. It's so much so that like streaming is fun, but the more I start doing these other things, the more I'm like, it's okay. It's not a top priority like it used to be, where I used to get a lot of my stimulus and stuff. Yeah. It's just fun getting out more now.
Yeah. Being with other people.
Yeah. Even what I do my exercises by myself mostly. So it's like with myself. But with that said, like, I'm competing against myself, like in the gym.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's actually the place where I actually talk to people more than any other place. Even though it's an individual sport, in between you can say hello to people. Or they ask you a question about something, so it's kind of cool. I don't know. I always see the same thing with you, Cynthia. For example, when I watched you interview Joe Cool out in public,
Mhm.
and also too, I didn't see your videos with Jack yet, but I was thinking the same thing. It's nice to get out, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be. I have another just a quick day surgery this week. After I get healthy again, I will finish up that Jack video. And then plus I have I go to a Bible school, and that's starting back
That's
up.
right. It's starting up again.
Mm-hmm.
What will you guys? Do you have a syllabus already, or what you're going to be studying?
The exile of let me pull it up real quick because I was just looking at it today. Why did you say that? This study is this year. It's going to pretty much be over the life of Moses.
Ah, interesting. Very interesting.
What's it
A lot of
called?
cool stuff.
It's called The People of the Promise, Exile and Return. We're going to be focusing on the Old Testament books of Ezekiel, Daniel, Ezra, Esther, Haggai, Zechariah, Nehemiah, and Malachi.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, now I know how to tap in with you now with that.
Yeah.
You're like,
So
hey.
I'm looking forward to that. That always keeps me grounded and refocused. However, I will say this every year, whenever you start to get really into something, especially with God, you're always tested the most.
Yeah.
So I always have to prepare for the testing that's going to come with the studying as well.
Right. That's smart to know. That's what's not a surprise to you as much. It's going to be a surprise the way it comes up, but not as much probably if you didn't know. It was
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, you got me. And it's interesting because, Yolanda and I, we were doing Chicas Locas and we were just trucking along. And then there was that whole strike battle with Tarek, and it really took me out of it. And then now there's all of this. And today I was like, God, are you trying to tell me this isn't what I need to do? Or is this a test to see how bad I want it? So it's kind of confusing right now for me. So hopefully the Jack video and then other ideas I have will help me refocus and figure out, because when we go through these tests, you never know, what it really is. You just assume and wonder.
Yeah.
I asked Jack that question about if he noticed when he decided that he was going to walk that walk, that the drama ramped up and things started coming at him from different angles that didn't even seem relative. Whenever you decide to get on that path, you're switching up into another lane, and it's almost like the friction between the frequencies. Like when you're trying to get on that path, and a lot of times you're going to run into traffic from people that are on that path but haven't gone anywhere, and then you go to pass them up, and there's just bad vibes. You know what I'm saying? But discernment in the name of Jesus. Discernment in the name of Jesus.
Amen. I'm putting a video back. This is the only video of this lady I've ever seen, but she talks about like the days that you're born and how your personality is. So like I'm born on the 30th, and she was saying, we tend to get bored easily. We tend to get bored with the projects and we don't finish them, but we need to start asking ourselves, are we not finishing these projects because we're scared, or are we not finishing them just because we got bored with them and moved on to something else? And if we're bored with them, it's okay because it wasn't for us. But if we're scared, that's the ones that we need to lean into more. But she goes through everybody's every date first, people born on the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd. So I'll put it back there for you and David if y'all want to see it. I mean, if y'all want to take the time and look at it, because I never thought about just like, since I'm born on the 30th, it's like the 3 is curious, but the 0 behind it makes it amplified. So she's really interesting.
Yeah, let's see what she said. Thank you for sharing about the 10th. I was born on the 10th. Let's see real quick.
So to me, this is like Big Daddy energy, being born on the 10th. And even if you're a female, still Big Daddy energy, because females born on the 10th or on with the number 1 energy basically identify strongly with their masculine energy. It's like that masculine energy is a strong part of who you are, and probably sometimes you had a hard time with that because you didn't understand where, you know, why am I a female but yet still I feel so masculine. So being born on the 10th
or me
of the month,
like so masculine, I feel so masculine, but there's so many females around me growing up.
Big Daddy energy.
Like like I mentioned, the 0 amplifies the number 1 because the 0 is like a cosmic egg. It is potential.
It's like a steroid to it.
Being born on the 10th makes you super dominant in the sense that like you are a leader in whatever it is that you're doing. And even if for whatever reason you're struggling with your leadership capabilities because of maybe other placements in your chart, too much water, too much feminine energy or whatever, basically you might feel like you're stifling if you're not able to express this energy the way how you'd like. Because with being born on the 10th, it's like, even if you work for a company, your job needs to allow you to have a level of freedom where you are doing a lot of your job by yourself, to your own terms to a certain extent.
That's right. That's why, like in my at work right now, I gotta chair one of the classes with somebody else. I'm like, oh no, but I'm so used to doing it by myself. So yeah, we'll see. I'll make it work. Yeah, but she's right so far. Definitely.
So it's almost like, say for example, I'll give the example of a truck driver. You know, you have to deliver goods. So yes, you have to deliver these goods by a certain time, but like you're driving the whole way. You're by yourself the whole way. Yeah. You know, you decide how fast you want to drive within the speed limits. You decide what you want to listen to in your vehicle. Like that's an example when it comes to, you know, the number 1 energy, being born on the 10th. Being born on the 10th, you guys have a lot of great ideas, make amazing artists and just creative people, because like your energy represents the beginning, you know, so a lot of good ideas comes to you, and that could be so overwhelming because you are being bombarded with so much new ideas, so it's paralyzing. It's almost like you don't know where to start. You might find that you procrastinate so much because of all these new ideas that are constantly just flowing through you. And this is where keeping a journal will be helpful, where you just start writing your ideas down, just get them out of your head. And of course, when it comes to all these ideas, it's important to pick, like say you want to start your own business or do your own thing. Of all the ideas, pick the one that you enjoy the most, that will give you the most return. Meaning the one you enjoy the most, that will help you to have more financial freedom eventually to then act on the other ideas. Because if you're not acting on these ideas, it could become depressing over time, where it's almost like you don't allow yourself to dream anymore or come up with these ideas because, you know, nothing's happening with them, nothing's coming from them. So yeah, with the number being born on the 10th of the month. So being born on the 10th of the month, I mentioned the whole leadership type vibe. So even if you don't see yourself as a leader, other people naturally see you as a leader.
What date were you born, Dave?
With the number being born on the 10th of the month. So the number 1 in numerology has to do with us identifying with this physical realm. That's like me identifying with being a girl. You know, me identifying with being so tall or so short or whatever it may be. Be careful that your identification with reality doesn't get in the way of you trying new things and putting yourself out there when it comes to, like, you know, whatever it is that you may want to.
Good advice.
If you are still here with me, though, everybody, the people pleasing type of vibe, but beneath number 9 could be a bit of a chameleon most of the time, because in the process of not rocking the boat, the number 9 will basically mold into what everybody else wants them to be, please everybody, the people pleasing type of vibe. But beneath it all, there's a lot of turbulence because there is also a masculine aspect to this energy. And because, like, say for example, if you're not allowing yourself to just be. And when I say allowing yourself to just be, what I mean by that is you're not embracing all aspects of yourself. Like, you're not allowing yourself to be assertive, because there is an assertive side to you. At the same time, even though you give, there's a side to you that needs to be validated. You need words of affirmation. You need to be told you're doing a good job. And I mean, we all need validation to a certain extent, because like, we've been conditioned. So when we are finally being ourselves, we need to be reminded that it is okay for us to be ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So yes, when it comes to like validation and things like that, you tend to not get that in a lot of situations, because you show up and you're giving, but you never allow the reciprocity to happen, the consistent flow of give and take. So it's important to sit back and not just show up and mold and be who everybody want you to be, because this is where you'll find yourself in situations where you feel like people are controlling you, when in all reality it's not that they're controlling you, is that you're showing up and saying, this is who I am. And, you know, you're showing up to serve and saying, this is who I am, fitting exactly who they need, so that you don't rock the boat and everything works perfectly, when in all reality, that's not fair to you, because you're more than who you are showing up to be. And that's where the turbulence comes in, you know, and also you're someone who is very creative, a bit of an artistic genius. And again, your need to like not rock the boat doesn't allow you to show off like your authenticity and your art and the artistic genius that exists within you. Your need to like not rock the boat will cause you to do more of a refurbishing. So instead of coming out with something brand new and original, you'll take something and kind of add some of that originality to it, and then kind of refurbish something that's already done, opposed to just trusting yourself, being okay with rocking the boat, being okay and uncomfortable with being different. You know, like basically the more you allow yourself to be okay and comfortable with being different is the more you allow yourself to just be. And when you're not allowing yourself to just be, basically it's like you're stagnant. Because again, there's a lot of masculine energy in the being born on the 29th, because not only are you introverted and flexible, but at the same time, you are someone who is action oriented. And when you don't allow yourself to take action, and masculine energy for me is direct energy and extroverted energy, us gaining motivation or energy from being extroverted, us gaining energy from doing, or us being energized, yes, from doing. So it's like, it's important for you to allow yourself to do just as much as you be. And when I say do, like doing might cause you to rock the boat, and you have to be okay with that. Another thing too is laughter. You will laugh a lot. And I love that about this energy, but pay attention to your laughter. It's not always because you're happy. It's for different reasons. You will laugh because you're afraid. You will laugh because you're sad. You will laugh because you're mad. You will laugh because you're happy. And that comes from not being allowed to rock the boat as a child. So we laugh in order to make everyone around us feel safe, because laughter disarms people. So pay attention to your laughing and start being true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Don't walk away from situations where you're laying in bed saying, I should have said this. I should have said that. I should have did this.
Wow.
I should have did that. Learn from those situations. Don't beat yourself up, but start being in the moment with certain situations. With all situations, start being in the moment and being true to yourself instead of
do that, right?
That was that was the exact example I was gonna give. Like, if I was gonna correlate what you was saying to like just being on a panel, the people pleaser part, it seems like it's always came naturally, but sometimes there are opportunities to slip a joke in or to say something quippy or funny. And I'll let that moment pass just to keep from stepping on toes. And that's the perfect example. I'm like, man, I wish I would have said that. Or or I don't say it, and then 2 minutes later somebody else says
Somebody
it,
else
and
will
then
say
they get the clip. They get to
Uh-huh.
be on the clip. I missed out on the clip because I didn't say the same thing.
That's crazy.
Well, you know, you put
She's
it in their
on it.
mind.
But hey,
She's
and
on
Michael Jackson was born on the 29th, so I'm pissed I'm not born on
What?
the 29th.
Molding with a
You were born on the 29th, but you were born on the 30th. 30th is cool.
Right. But I wanted
So it's
Michael
like
Jackson.
there is so much possibility and potential.
And he was like, I want to be Cynthia's birthday.
In the number 3, like, so this makes us pretty much good at whatever it is that you put your mind to. Like, I have a degree in fashion. You know, I was a hairstylist my
But you're 30th, right, Cynthia?
Yes.
whole life. You know, I'm good when it comes to nutrition. I've considered going back to school for nutrition. You know,
Cynthia's so good at so many things. It's hard to know what she's actually
Right.
best at.
And I don't
'Cause
even
you're good
really
at filming. You're good at editing. You're
I
good
do
at
love that
speaking.
stuff, though. I
What
love
the
that.
hell?
Yeah.
Dude.
But you know,
certified as
she also says people born on the 30th can't be programmed. Like we can't be. You'll hear her say it.
Cannot be.
Yeah, like we can't. Like we won't. You won't catch us in a cult because we're gonna be like nah right away and stuff. And it's interesting because it's how I am on when I meet new people who people automatically love. I'm like, I don't know. There's something weird about this.
Right.
And so it was interesting when
That's
she
probably
talked
protected
about
you
it.
over the years. But could you say that maybe you missed out on some opportunities too, because you were so skeptical at times? Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But then again, if things don't happen for me, I just assume, you know, because I was skeptical or whatnot. It's definitely a learning lesson. But I pretty much trust my instinct, even if it's wrong. You know, if I look back at it later.
Yeah.
Like I do numerology, I do astrology, I do tarot. There is so much, and I know you can relate when it comes to being able to do so much. And because you can do so much in the beginning, you probably felt horrible because you probably had a hard time committing to things. Like you would probably start something and then not finish it and procrastinate a whole lot. And procrastination is my best friend and my biggest teacher. The reason why
That's a theme today, huh, David? Procrastination.
Yeah.
procrastination is all of that for me, because I learned that we procrastinate for one or two reasons. One of two reasons.
Break it down.
Number one, because we are bored, and we get bored easily.
So easy.
And being bored and procrastinating because we're bored is a good sign, because that's a sign that that's not what we're into. Because just because you're a great cook doesn't mean you actually like the process of being in the kitchen every single day, cooking every single day. You know, just because you can make dresses, you know, like myself, doesn't mean you like the process of sitting there and sewing the same thing over and over again, or even sewing if it's not sewing for special events. So pay attention to procrastination and why you'll procrastinate because you're bored. But when we're afraid, that is a sign that that's the direction we should be going into. Because when I think back, my biggest fear was public speaking. Me being here, speaking in front of you guys, being open to the judgment and the criticism was so paralyzing. And also the reason why speaking was paralyzing, because in school, I struggled with learning and communicating, and reading. But over time, I realized that it's not that I was hard to learn. I was just hard to program, because us being born on the 30th, like we have a very busy mind. It's like we have a Uranus type mind. Our mind is constantly moving at the speed of light. So when it comes to reading, we'll look at a word and just call it. So we'll look at the word house and say horse, because we didn't take the time to sound out all the syllables.
That is me all the time.
I hear you do that sometimes, Cynthia.
Yep, all the
Yeah.
time. I have
I do that a little bit too.
busiest mind. Busiest mind.
Mm-hmm.
syllables in the word because our mind moves so fast, because we get bored so easily. So as a kid, you probably thought you couldn't read because you look at the word and your mind wants to go so fast.
Yeah,
it's
mine
calling
does
it,
that too.
opposed to just taking the time and seeing all the syllables in the word, seeing the word for what it actually is. And again,
Ooh, my Virgo student, she's bright. What's her name? Oh, Luna.
Oh,
yeah, she does
Moon,
that.
yeah.
She does that all the time, bro. Like she's a great reader, but then she says the word instead of just being patient, she'll say another word. But I know what she means though. I know what she means though. Her mind's just moving so quick. Yeah.
and our curious mind. We're like Gemini energy, turning over every stone. We question everything. And because we're so curious and we question everything, basically it's hard to program us, because we're not the type that you'll say, you know, this is what it is. And like a robot, we take it in and then spit it back out. So that's where learning will be hard, where we do well when it comes to learning, when we're learning in a creative setting, we're learning in a hands-on setting, because we represent the child, the creative self-expression, you know, of the whole, of source. And that's what makes us that's what makes you very original. Whenever it comes to whatever it is that you're doing, you are a original at it. Like basically the way how I am dressed is a perfect reflection of the number 3 energy, like a kid to an extent. It's like, think about when children dress themselves. It's like when children dress themselves, like if you allow them, they pretty much coordinate. Creative people coordinate. So
That's true. Creative people do coordinate. Yeah, this lady's good.
Yeah. I
sure.
really, it gave me some good insight into myself, and it made me look at things differently. Or accept who I am and not try to, I should fix this about myself, and understand it is how I'm created.
And then you can lean into it. You get more value out of it.
Embrace it.
Embrace it for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna embrace this fitness stuff.
Yeah.
And continue on with my fast today. Right. Chill out, guys. I'm gonna chill out. What you got going? It's late over there, huh?
Yeah.
In the wee hours.
It's definitely in the wee hours.
Yeah.
I wanted to definitely jump on. I'd seen you a couple of lives. I haven't even really been on anybody's stream in a while, so.
I know I haven't seen you really, yeah.
Yeah.
Me either.
Yeah, man, pain. This kidney stone pain, huh? No joke. This is worse than childbirth. This is worse than labor.
Oh man!
And it's lasting like weeks. That's the kicker. And I'm not gonna get no cute baby. I'm not gonna get a cute baby at the end of yeah. I'm not gonna get flowers and shit.
I mean, you have to pass those, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
But that I'd like. It's like you think that, but then I didn't take into consideration how my kidneys were in my back, and they're messed up right now. So just walking is hard for me. Like I spent the last 48 hours just in bed because I couldn't get up.
Yeah.
And I was like,
up party's hard too, huh? Standing,
doing anything, and the doctor had offered me like hydrocodone, Tylenol. I was like, no, I can take the pain. My God, I was crying. Give them to me now. But I just want to. I'm never gonna take for granted the ability to walk again. Like every day, I'm gonna be thankful that I got out of bed and walked, because just laying there was horrible. I kept thinking I'm gonna be Frida. I'm gonna be Frida Kahlo. I'm just gonna draw in bed. That's what I'm.
Frida Kahlo.
Yeah,
Kahlo.
Yeah. I'm just gonna draw in
did
bed.
it right there. You did it right there with the words. But we know what you meant.
I don't even know how to say her last name for real. Because I've never taken the time to learn. I just say it.
Because your mind is like a genius whipping around the universe back and forth.
It's not uncommon for me to have 4 screens going at one time. My sons are like, wow.
Oh man, David, you're right. But remember we said about the walking and the gravity. Because Dave's walking, he was walking the first hour of the broadcast or so, like just walking.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask him. Did you go for your walk tonight? It's interesting to see you walk around. You're quiet down.
I made one pass, but I'll probably go again. I like 3 trips. It's like 1.5 miles, and I like getting about 3 trips in. So I've made one pass. I'll be back at it here shortly, I'm sure.
Yeah, and what she said was right about. Remember, we're saying if you're either you have some debilitating way or you're overweight, like how that walking, because gravity is so strong on Earth. Like normally you don't feel it if you're healthy, but when you're healing up, oh man, just the art of walking is so hard.
It's fine.
So,
and then
don't take it for
kidneys,
granted.
Being in the back, the way they are in the back, you don't have any torso mobility.
Oh
man.
Yeah. Cynthia, can you go to one of those Asian massage places where they do reflexology? Get a massage.
I was thinking about going to do the acupuncture or something, but
that's good. I think get a massage. Go look up reflexology in your area.
Reflexology?
Because there's meridians in your body, just like acupuncture.
Uh-huh.
That meridians in your body are corresponding to internal organs, right? But instead of using the needles, they use massage to hit those meridians, and it's like it's therapeutic. Like
Okay,
I do it all the time with my feet.
I found one 9 miles from me.
You should try it. And usually it's a lot cheaper than if you were to go to some of these other bigger massage places and stuff. So yeah, I was just trying it. Give you some relief.
So this one is full body massage, red light therapy, hot stone, and pain relief cream. Does that seem like a lot?
Yeah, that sounds like the westernized version.
Yeah, that sounds like
go
a
to
lot.
the Chinese or Vietnamese writing.
Okay.
Those are the ones like where it's probably like at most, I would think it would be no more than like $40 an hour.
Oh, okay. I found this one.
Yeah, try those.
This one's 46 because those other ones were on 155.
Nah, that's what I mean. Nah.
This one is
some hippie person trying to get
okay.
over.
So this is 30 minutes foot, 20 minutes neck, shoulder, and back.
Perfect. That's perfect, Cynthia. Perfect.
And
it might hurt a little bit at first, because just thinking of it as medicine.
Yeah, because I've been in 6 car wrecks. But none of them, not one of them, have ever been my fault. My insurance isn't even $200 full coverage.
Damn.
But I always went to the same chiropractor, and then we had this one masseuse. She was a masseuse / chiropractor, and she was always giving me massages and stuff as part of my treatment. And it hurt, like you said, but it felt good in the end.
It does, yeah. Like this guy used to go to. That guy I go to now, Mr. Ma. He's almost blind, and he has this big callus on his thumb. That's his moneymaker, and he uses it on the foot. He does the foot massages because that's all the meridians of the body, of the heart, and the lungs are on the bottom of the foot. That's why they call it your soul, the soles of your foot, right?
Yeah,
and it used to hurt so bad, but after been going there for the last 3 or 4 years. Like it actually feels good to me now because I don't have pain like I used to in certain places.
Yeah,
even my gums don't hurt as much. My lower back, it's crazy, and that's just working the foot.
I know that foot is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
When you get sick, my mom used to always put my medicine on my foot.
On the foot, right?
And I used to think she was crazy. Well, I still do, but yeah. I'm gonna definitely check that out and
let me know how it goes, Cynthia.
Yeah. See, I want to do stuff like that and film it.
Yeah. Good. Dave, they probably have those in your area too.
It's almost seems like that hot yoga would be ideal for flushing out some of the impurities. So maybe a low,
absolutely,
movement,
absolutely. It's what they call it, the endocrine system, the glands.
Endocrine.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. You're flushing that clean. Yeah. So I told Dave I'm trying to get Jack to do it. Y'all should try it too. I live by that. That's how I met my wife. At
what is that
again? Yoga studio. Hot yoga studio.
Hot yoga.
Hot yoga, yeah.
I've tried yoga. The park across the street has free yoga in the mornings.
Yeah, that's cool, but like there's nothing like the hot one.
Okay.
Like the hot one, you feel it like all over your body.
You sweat enough
sweat
to
it all out.
saturate 2 beach towels. And drink nearly a half a gallon of water. Or a whole gallon, I mean.
You'll feel after you get out of the class, you feel like you can do anything. Life is easy after that.
Yeah, I definitely need to feel that. If I could actually damn, I'm telling you, man, I'm moving slower than my grandparents.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Horrible.
And they have people with all types of health modalities and ages in the hot yoga. So like you can do it. You
Really?
just have to, yeah, take courage at first because you're not used to it. You'd be like, "What the fuck did Gabriel tell me about?" Like, nah, it's good. It's good for you. Yeah.
That's one of my big concerns is because, I turned 53 this week and I'm thinking, am I even too old to still develop muscle? Like
absolutely not, right, Dave?
Now's the time to decide. Yeah, now's the time to decide if you want to be mobile for the next 20 years or not.
Yeah, bro, this is horrible. Like walking my dogs are suffering. They can't go because we go on 5 walks a day, but now we're only doing 3.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I feel bad too because I haven't been getting out like I used to with them. Give them at least 4.
Yeah,
4 walks. Yeah.
They need it for their mental stability, but they know something's going on with me, so I guess they're pathetic about it.
I think all of us, like in our own way, if we just keep ourselves honest and tap in with each other, make sure we're staying active.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make sure we're staying active. Yeah. This is where it's at, man. I appreciate you guys, man. You actually motivate me.
Well, good.
You motivated me. Okay, the timing was on point. Really
perfect, huh? Yeah.
And don't be discouraged by low numbers or comparing yourself to others because again, you're doing this for your son. And you're doing this for yourself, and it'll probably take you 15 years to become an overnight sensation. You know what I mean? You just keep doing this, and your tribe will find you.
Right. Thank you. I think at least you guys. No, I won't. Thank you for saying that. You're good with that, Cynthia. You come with me.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it.
But but you guys actually, it's mad. You might as well be at least 8 people each. So our numbers are right on par to what they used to be, if that's the case. Yeah.
Ever since you mentioned that a while ago, I've been racking my brain on what we can do to really turn it up. And there's options there, but we'll touch base. Yeah, I had my son do that Discord thing for me the other day, but
here, Dave.
I don't know how to do the back chat or anything, but if you want to comment on one of my things, your Discord NPC.
Yeah. Let me put my number.
Follow
Cynthia has one too.
Yeah, follow me. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Boy, I be on some good drugs though.
Dave, the back chat. This is my Discord link.
So if you have a good conversation, screen record it and then feed it into CapCut. Do the long to short videos. Yep. They will pull the video for you. They will put all the words, whatever the fuck that's called. I forgot right now.
The captions.
Yes. And they will even title it and anytime and just leave it just like it is. It will automatically go on the shorts because I swear it's because another AI, the algorithm knows that AI fed it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I didn't know Capcom does it good like that because I used to have I had the service. My friend let me use it for a second, and it did that. It would automatically cut up the live. But hey, CapCut, I like CapCut.
Yeah. So, but see, you only get like I have the Pro, which I think is like $19 a month, but you only get so many minutes. So don't feed your whole live. Just pick
Yeah.
core
The
parts
best part.
that you think, and feed it, and it will title it, it'll clip it, it will do everything for you. And then just feed it into the shorts. That's another way to get you out. And they'll give you like 5 or 6 per video, and I just time them out. Like I'll pre-schedule them for how they're gonna drop.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
Cause I like that because not everyone wants to watch the whole podcast.
Right. But if you have an interesting conversation, and you'll pique the interest of people. Are like, all right, they had a pretty cool conversation. I might tap in next time I see them live.
Yeah.
So
thanks for that. I'm gonna hit that up. Cause I usually use InShot for my editing on my phone, but I do use CapCut for my captions and stuff. So I'll hit that up. Yeah.
Definitely. Like again, don't get discouraged.
Don't get discouraged.
Yeah, you have to put in that work, and just putting in that work will get you where it'll be okay. It's gonna be all right. Oh, and guess what? Remember how I showed you and Joe Cool that video of my first homie that I was working with
from the East Coast,
from Baltimore? Is that the East Coast? Okay,
Maryland.
Like 4 or 5 days later, he did his very first live. Right. And I gotta talk to him. He'd be like, look at my new place. Like, look, this is where I live.
Oh, you showed his fucking address, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, shut the hell up. You know what I mean?
No, dude.
But I just thought that was interesting how him and I, he's like, he was like, you should try doing lives. I'm like, yeah, you really don't.
If you only knew.
Yeah, but I don't even want to tell him. But I did already.
You could tell about me.
Yeah, I saw him at Glen Lawrence. I'm like, you're entering the channel. But he just does a live, like he walks around town like you do, David, just talking to the camera. And I told him the same thing about breaking them up, the shorts. And his shorts now are already at hitting 2 and 3K. I'm like, yeah, but he does just like you, David, except he has a story about something he's going through and how it's working for him or not working for him.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. David channel's cool too. He was doing. Weren't you like putting some doing some construction stuff too?
Yeah.
Your shorts. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bunch of stuff going on.
The funnest is the demolition when we got to go in and tear out a floor or take it all out on the house, tearing walls down.
You remind me of a cooler version of that guy Joey Stacks from Texas. You guys heard the YouTuber Joey Stacks?
No.
I'll have to look him up. He
has a construction contracting business, and he's also like a bodybuilder, but he talks like a wrestler. It's funny.
I wasn't even subscribed to you, David. I just subscribed.
Thank you.
Check out. He's making content. He's making good content now.
Oh my God, you have beautiful scenery.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
The music. I've been doing it for the band. I like this. I like that specific band. But hopefully, you crawl down into your feels when you listen to it and watch it.
Hey, I have that same type of shot with the rear view mirror.
Yeah.
And I have tree shots too, David. Tons of tree shots.
I try to tell a story. There's a little bit of storytelling in there. I hope you like it. Check it out.
I just subscribed. I made sure it hit all, and I'm going to share it with
now I get carried away. Sometimes I'll end up making like 3 shorts a day. And sometimes it'll be 3 days before I make another one. But when I get into that mode, especially on the weekend, if I'm by myself and town's lit up real pretty.
Oh, yeah. I already have plans for Christmas this year.
Oh, okay.
For videos to capture.
Well, Cynthia said you can like schedule them too, David.
Yeah.
For dropping
schedule them when it come out. Yeah.
That's
when
what's up.
when they publish. Yeah.
I've experimented with that a little bit, and there are better times to drop a short than it is the other. You can see.
Whenever I sometimes I'll schedule them like every 3 hours, and then I'll like do it the night before. Right?
They'd be like, "Are you?"
And they'll be like, all she did all day was
live?
make shorts all day. That's all she did.
Thanks, Cynthia.
And I'm always laughing because I'm like, no, I did that last night in like 15 minutes.
Hey, thanks for putting this channel out there. Hey, Dave, you said you and your son. What was that you about to say about you and your son?
We're gonna do the workout videos and the shadow boxing and stuff.
Right.
In light of all of this, that we're gonna turn it up a notch there, and make that part of some content is our workout and our training. He's got hands, man. 14, and
he already got hands. Damn.
Yeah, like the clean jabs, blocking the chin with everything. Like it looks good. I know it's gonna look good on camera.
Nice. Yeah, you have good eye, so I'm sure you will make it look good.
Wait.
I hope
Hey, Cynthia,
like it.
that link you put with David, did you put the link of the numbers, the numerology lady?
I put that in the back chat. I didn't put it. Oh, did I put the wrong?
I think you put her link. You didn't put David.
My bad, David. That's not
David's
David.
looking good with the earrings on.
Let me go get David.
Yeah.
Thank you for
I think
checking.
we already put Markella and Weekend. They already put your channel up earlier too, David. Both you guys.
That's awesome.
Number one mods. Yeah. Let's see. Cynthia's number one mod too. She put it down, Dave's. Yeah. Let me see.
See, I always do that. So I go to more. I go to share channel. Copy. Oh, wait. No, share channel. Copy. I always do that. And then it's always like the wrong video that drops. I'm not sure why.
Instagram does weird shit like that. When you put the link, it'll put like the last link that you looked at or something.
Sometimes. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, I think this is right now.
Yes, I got it. I see your name. I'm going to start looking for names. I'll just be like, oh, I did it.
We need names.
My mind's moving so fast, I don't even check.
We need names. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, David's channel is active. Cynthia's active. We're active here. Yeah, I'll probably stream maybe in a couple days. I think me and Ortho Guy are going to do a collab about the South.
Oh yeah, I'm from the South.
Y'all from the South.
Oh, you from the South? Where you're from the South too, David?
Dave, yeah.
Oh yeah.
From Love from Kentucky.
Oh
That's
yeah.
David's mantra, right? Kentucky, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love the South.
Yeah. Yeah. So, the South is where it's at. If I didn't love the West Coast so much, I'd be proud to be from the South. Definitely. Let's do this. So I appreciate you guys coming out.
Thank you
tonight. Let's keep it moving. It's all good thoughts to Cynthia on this week, and hopefully she can take some time to actually enjoy her vacation. Her birthday week.
No.
Yeah. I said at least a little bit. I said a little bit at least.
Bro, thank you.
Yeah. Shout out to David Wayne for his expertise in all things related to consciousness and emotion. Also for his band. He introduced us to Sleep Token. That's a good one, Cynthia. So check that out. Sleep Token, Cynthia.
Cynthia, I use that band a lot in like most of my videos. So it's a quick, and I'm not trying to push you to go spam watch the videos, but it's a good opportunity for you to listen to which songs from Sleep Token you might want to check out.
Okay.
But I've decided there is at least one Sleep Token song out there for everybody, but they grow on you. So
yeah.
I
will send you the one I like, Cynthia, on the DM. I'll send you the one I like. He did an Andre 2000 remake. Hey,
yeah.
That's pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we'll do that, and then we'll go on. And thanks to Dave, we're going to end with Bush Mouth from American Werewolf and.
Bye.